Hey, everybody. Welcome to Noir Bar, episode what? Night 264. Come on in, grab yourself a drink, get your orders in. Joining me at the bar tonight are Far and Sam. Sam, the fuck?
That's how you're choosing to start?
I don't know. I need to blame somebody for everything that's gone wrong up until now.
I don't know. I'm checking to make sure all my organs have caught up. We went from one location to another in rapid succession there.
Yeah.
Just needed to make sure my asshole was not stuck on my elbow.
There were problems, okay? There were problems.
It's all right for him. He's little and otter-shaped. I'm large and mannish.
You know what? I feel better. Nobody just pointed it out. It's like, at least I'm not muted this time. That's true. We time dimensionally shifted through 5 locations in less than like 3 seconds. That fucking sucked, but at least people can hear me talk. But...
Oh, dear me.
So, how are things going there, Sam?
Yeah, no, all right. You sounded a mite concerned there.
No. Just for myself. And, and how are you doing there, Far?
I'm doing all right, thank you very much.
Oh, good. Nobody you know would like to know how both of you are doing. Apparently, he doesn't give a fuck how I'm doing, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I care. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Who? Me?
Yeah, Polly.
Oh,
You,
I thought
yes.
you were asking Sam. I really did. I just... See? Those kind of things have an effect on your mind after a while.
The self-effacement has to stop. It's your worst quality.
Polly, this is... I don't know if you knew this, Polly, but this is secretly an intervention. We need to talk about the self-hatred of yours.
I've become,
right.
I've become
And what
extremely
it's doing.
comfortable with my self-loathing. Thank you very much. Oh, and Jamie Jam. Yeah, he just gave me another reason to feel okay. Yes, the Noir Bar donations are in fact turned on. The 2 things I got going. That's great.
Are they?
Yeah, actually, they are.
Well, you got one before the stream, so...
You got to point out my failures? Hold on.
I'm not pointing out your failures, I'm just saying, well, do you want to test that?
Yeah.
By replaying it? I'm giving you an opportunity.
See? There they are. Look at that. Hell yeah.
See?
Donations activated.
Now, was that so bad?
Terrible. Garter Dingle. Thank you very much for the $10. Greatly appreciated. Before the stream even started, some 12 minutes ago, I'm assuming God Emperor Dingle thought we were going to start somewhere near when I said, the fool.
Yeah.
Apparently he started drinking early.
He's been tricked, he's been confused, and possibly even bamboozled.
Hey, Polly, it's been a minute since I've been able to watch you live. Well, glad to have you here live. Here's a tip for the bartender. Godspeed, little otter. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Especially after missing World Otter Day on Wednesday. It's nice to be appreciated. And right after that... There we go. Thank you, Mentrix, for the big fin. Greatly appreciated. If 2 mind readers read each other's minds, whose minds are they reading?
Each other's husbands.
I am drunk. So drunk. I cannot get up.
Oh, I'm thinking that through.
Oh my god.
If a mind reader means read someone else's mind, but that person is currently engaged in reading that person's mind, then they would be seeing their own thoughts.
No, because they're still engaged in the act of mind reading, so it would be one another's husbands.
Only if they're women, though.
I said what I said.
Hold on. I'm gonna full Weebo Jones this thing, meaning drain all the
Oh
fun
my
out of it through
God.
analysis. You know, it's
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to Weebo in a little while. Maybe it's just,
Oh my god.
someone's got to fill that role. Damn it! Who's gonna squeeze the fun out of everything if Weebo's not here? They would be each mind reader would be seeing their own attempt to see the other person's thoughts. That's what would be in their mind. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Did you sort it out, Ollie?
I did. I'm gonna go bake noodle. I'm gonna go bake Weibo's noodle with that one. I'm gonna ask her, see what she can come up with. And Far's Only Feet, thank you for the $2. I was told once I was cheap, but I didn't buy it.
Okay, that's not bad. That's
yeah,
not too
bad. That's like an old Henny Youngman one-liner. You know, take my wife, please. Guy went to the doctor, gave him 6 months to live. He said, okay, I'll give you another 6 months. No.
I missed that one.
Guy went to another doctor. The doctor also gave him 6 months to live. He says, okay, I want a second opinion. So I gave him a year.
For God's sake. That's almost on the same intellectual level as my bear shitting in the woods, wearing a funny hat next to a man in a robe.
Darth Vando, thank you for the $3. And the Weibo legs. Their heads would explode. Yeah. It'd be like full scanners. You seen scanners, Far?
No.
Probably has the most realistic depiction of a head exploding ever. Michael Ironside just kind of sits there and focuses until this man's head just blows up.
I don't think that's particularly realistic, Polly.
Well, not that part. I mean, the explosion. You know they.
Sorry, I just.
You know they
look,
did.
If you can do the Weibo Jones thing, I can do the Weibo Jones thing. All right.
You know how they actually did that? They talked about it on Red Letter Media, and I was like, really? And I looked into it, and it's like, holy shit, they were right. They built a meathead, you know, full of actual. Goo. You know.
Why did they just borrow a marine?
Why did they just rob a grave? Fuck. So they built a meathead, and they blasted it with a shotgun from behind. That's it.
They gave it the Clinton healthcare treatment.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. I just.
Oh, dear me. Mind-blowing facts with Polly.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Sam's still upset about the, oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
One for me. Thank you very much, Jamie Jam, for the $10, saying good evening. Good evening to you, too.
So, Sam.
Yes.
Is everything that runs on a Linux system 5 times the volume of everywhere else?
No, why would it be?
I don't know. I was trying to think of an explanation of your donation volume.
It's on the StreamYard's site thingy, Polly. I don't. It's literally the exact same as it is for you.
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. Sorry, I mix it up with StreamYard.
But it's not exactly the same for me because I've got you. There's Far, and she's at 75% volume. There's Polly. He's me, is at 75% volume. There's Sam, who's at 18% volume. And yet that shit is loud as fuck, yo. What have you done?
It's a 50% on the site. I don't know what you've had that donation video sent to you.
That one? No. Did you send me that one?
Yeah, I sent it to you the moment I finished it because I was super proud and I wanted you to shoot it down so I could work on it for another week. You know, there's one perfectionist to another. It's what you do when if you're as a perfectionist, when you're finally happy with something, right? You have to self-abuse by sending it to another perfectionist so that they can pick fault with it as well. This is very important information, chat. Bear it in mind.
I was just okay. What I was laughing at there, the thought that was like, "Holy shit! Is this what Far feels like listening to me talk?"
Yes. that was loud.
No,
Okay,
no,
give
Sam,
me
it's
your
fine. Jesus.
Oh my God, why? Come on. Don't fight me. Alright, sorry. Thank you, Jamie Jam, for the $10. How's your volume, Far? Well, I turned my Streamlabs down, so... More to say, I turned my OBS down.
I did get a stealthy
So-
little one there, right at the very end from Darth Mando. Thank you for the $1. He says, "You're not human shaped, you're frog shaped. And you know what you do with frogs? M80's up the tush." Well, that's not very nice.
An M80. How fucking big are the frogs where you live? You ever seen an
Sorry?
M80 firecracker, Sam?
I believe I have.
I mean, the frogs I have around here, like, they're little small little guys. And you got to go way out to see them. I mean, I don't live in a swamp. Well, okay, technically it was a swamp, but it's been drained.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's been drained.
Frogs are stretchy. That's just gross, man.
No,
That's
but
just...
he's not wrong, mate. They are.
I
They
know,
really are.
it's so fucking gross. Do frogs... Are frogs' bones like bird bones, or are they like more like just cartilage sticks? Are they actual calcium hard
Cartilage
bones?
sticks. Well, it does vary to a certain extent, frog to frog.
How dare she? I wanted that cake.
Thank you, Darth Mando, for the $3. I drank all your juice and I am not sorry, but I did... There. I was doing so well, but I did bring plenty of prune juice to replace. I don't accept your prune juice. What the fuck? You replace juice boxes with juice boxes.
I am drunk. So drunk, I cannot get up.
Sam's only marm. Sam's only marm. Oh,
Smarm, I think
only
that's supposed to be.
smarm.
Oh, okay.
Look, I've had trouble reading this evening. All right, I've been misreading all sorts of fucking things to comedic ends. Like, not intentionally, but like I just suddenly had this idea. It's like, Sam, are you into like MILF disciplinarian porn? Like Sam's only marm, you know, like a school marm. I don't.
Wait, hold on. Who's the disciplinarian in that relationship?
The marm.
So the woman.
Yes.
No, I'm not into that.
You never heard the phrase of a school marm before?
No, I haven't. As it goes, no.
It's like at a girls' school who's the principal at a girls' school, that kind of thing.
Right.
That's what a marm is.
No, to me, I would know that as a headmistress.
Hmm.
Oh,
I think
a headmistress,
most
which
people-
isn't disciplinarian porn oriented at all. Yeah,
I mean, no. I mean, it could totally could be, but
fuck, you're a degenerate. Okay, so
I'm not saying I'm into that much either.
oh, I thought you were declaring it. Okay, whatever. Sam's only smarm. Thank you for the $2. A girl once asked me how to French kiss, so I simply fought her briefly and gave up. But that reminds me, Sinatra sent me a fucking joke earlier tonight, and the butt of the joke is the French, shockingly.
Oh,
Shocking.
not that article he sent me about the stabbing, then.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh,
He
I
sent
was.
you guys fun things. I just get sent how many more fucking notifications he's saving up. in Discord.
That was awesome.
And his
Bar. What did you-
email.
that
No,
was-
he's still doing that occasionally. I'm still getting updates.
Hold on real quick. Polly's reading ability, thank you for the $1. Fuck, it's so poor. How does it even have $1? Okay. Get it? My poor reading ability. You see what I did there?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Just like I said,
Okay,
Weibo's
it's
not
less
here.
funny now that
okay?
you've explained it.
Well, that's what Weiboing is. You squeeze it till all the joy falls right
Well,
out the
stop
bottom.
it.
Okay. Polly's reading ability, thank you for the $1.
Oh, that was easy.
EXE 404 error does not exist. Son of a bitch. Okay. So, The joke's far isn't getting. There we go. Pictured, British waitress 21, stabbed to death by French national 29, who screamed outside snack bar.
What?
Yeah. During a bloody knife rampage in Queensland backpacker hostel.
Yes, a French national.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally French. 100%.
Woman is dead, and a man is fighting for his life after they were stabbed. Do the French actually run around with Florentine fencing swords?
It's been a while since we've
I
done
want
that.
to believe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking for. I want that to be true. That'd be cool. And there's not a lot of
Get your,
fencing swords.
there's not a lot of French they've got going on. So it's
You get your French citizenship, they hand you your sword.
yeah. The British
Great
national.
power
wish
comes
that was
great
the case.
responsibility.
I wish that was the case. Turn 18, get given a rapier, just like that.
That's what happens when you graduate school. They give you a rapier. It's a sign of adulthood.
Holy shit! This is okay. All right. I just read through the little point form notes covering the major beats of the story. All right. So you got the French national screen, and like Sam said, right? French national, right? Okay, right. Yeah, and it happened in Queensland, so Aussie land, right?
Yeah.
Right. And you got they're British nationals. Now, the woman's name is Mia Aleph Chung. So just think this through for a second.
Right.
An Asian British national in Australia was stabbed by an Arab French national.
Mm-hmm. Of which there are assuredly many. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
10%, no?
Something like that. And growing.
Yeah. I had this article. Oh, hold on. Boom. French Muslim donated $1. Aloha snack bar. Explosion sounds. Yeah.
Oh.
The lean. We agreed you wouldn't do that.
Believe. I can just smell it on her. The sass. I had this article that was how medieval building techniques were used in the. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one. I've read it loops like 3 times. You see, Sam, that's what ladies here dress like.
Yes. In French stockings.
Those aren't. You can't just say. You can't put the word French in front of things you like and say they're yours.
Sam, do that now, forever. Ah, yes, that is a French coffee.
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving this French orange juice right now.
I really love using my French Linux computer.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, this computer is probably the only thing in this room that's not French.
the computer.
No, don't claim that. No, it's now French because you like
I mean,
it.
it's a Mac, so it's produced by Chinese slave labor.
Le Mac.
But it's French though,
Le Mac.
because
It's not
you're
my Mac,
using
it's
it.
a
It
Le
is your
Mac.
possession. You like it.
Okay, Jimmy
like that.
Jam, thank you for the $15. Greatly appreciated. That's how we keep the candles burning. Thanks for the Blank trilogy. Gonna start. Really? Robbery Homicide Division sued. You watched the Blank trilogy? Fucking good on you, man. Hit me up on Twitter. Tell me what you thought. I'll be able to we'll be able to tell the world. And then ultimately we'll get the producers and John Cusack himself to admit, yeah, it really was all part of the same shared universe. You figured it out. No, that's cool. If you haven't seen it, by all means. And by a bunch of people sitting in the bar going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe if they paid attention to like the 3 or 4 times you've mentioned this before, they'd know.
Well, you got like God Emperor Dingle, who said this is the first time he's been able to catch it live in a while. He probably doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Think about it. Not everybody, comes by every week, and we should be open more than once a week.
True.
Anyway, it's 3 movies that, according to my head canon, are actually all sequels to each other, all part of the same shared universe, an intended trilogy, and no one could convince me otherwise. It's Gross Point Blank, and then War Incorporated, and then The Number Station, all starring John Cusack as a very, very similar character to each of the main characters in every other film. Worth checking out if you just simply imagine it's the same guy 5 years later and then the same guy 10 years later after that. And it's like, wow, that guy's life really got hard and he really went downhill because, yeah, he gets increasingly despondent and dissociative and bitter and gritty. And I'm starting to realize why I like those movies so much.
Now you're realizing it.
Well, it's only when I said it like that. It just... Now I'm depressed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyway.
What now?
Indian Rapper, thank you for the $1. Did you guys watch AAA? Did you see the Indian Rapper?
No.
Holy
No.
shit, it was something, all right. He had auto-tune full on, and he was claiming to be all the things.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's the whole concept of all of his lyrics was, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, thing after thing after thing. I'm the chief money maker, I'm the bitch taker, I'm the, et cetera, et cetera.
Uh-huh.
That was it. That was the whole song. And he's...
Shaker, captain of the Lakers.
What's the main hook? It's, I'm good at being a bad boy.
Does he have a thick Indian accent?
Very.
Yeah, then it's exactly as I hear him, in my mind right now.
And chat, being who they are, start lighting up with the, I'm the best call center taker. It's like... And I don't think
I'm the best at tech support.
Yeah, I don't think he was aware of how some things were taken in different areas of the world. So he said, "I'm the child lover" at one point, and
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
No!
Yeah, I forget who it was that came up with it in chat, but they're like, "Apu Nahasapina pedophile."
Okay, that's a good one.
Holy shit. That was a really funny 2-3
Holy
minutes,
shit.
man. So Indian Rapper, thank you for the $1. I am cow respecter. I am Chinese face puncher. I shit in the streets and then I kiss mobs in streets.
Well, this nice stream while it lasted. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for ending. I am the OG, yes.
Oh god.
Holy shit. So, first things first, everybody likes their katanas. And I get why. Japanese swords in their various forms and lengths, whether they be tachi or watsikashi or whatever, are the design that goes into them, just their look, aesthetically alone, they're super cool. And the artistry, very, very Japanese, everything about them. You know what I mean? In terms of the focus and the detail put into them. But I would not want to go up against a skilled rapier swordsman with a katana unless I really, really kept my distance from him. I don't think people respect Florentine fencing. I think they think of it as like stage fighting. Have you ever seen the guys actually go at it? Full-on fencing. Holy shit. They will poke 5 fucking holes through you before you saw them move. Because it's not a slashing sword, obviously. It's a run-you-through stabbing sword. Like the French nationals doing to the Chinese British lady in Australia here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like poke, and then like right through the solar plexus there. Is it?
I mean,
like that's how they work. It's not like you can see it coming. They don't have to slash. It's just an outward reach. And watching them do this, of course, they make it look easy because he was really good at something. Makes it look easy, and they, those dudes, man, just step. It's like, holy crap! That's.
I mean, I don't know if either of you've ever done any fencing.
Nope.
Of this variety, not
of that kind.
Ground variety.
Look,
before
Kendo
anybody-
Kenjutsu, yes, like Japanese Kendo.
Well, even that, then it's something of an endurance sport, right? You have to be bloody fit.
For fencing, like Picard does fencing.
Well, I mean, either or.
Okay.
You're maintaining stances for a lengthy period of time.
Oh yeah.
Lots of quick burst movements. There's no. Yeah, sure, you warm up, but multiple, several series of rapid steps, form changes,
Right.
parrying and thrusting and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it takes it out of you. It definitely does that. But again, Japanese stick fighting, same affair there.
Oh yeah, no, it is very true. The thing that surprises me about a lot of martial arts, if they're not, how can I say it? If it's not like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which requires, in my opinion, a fair degree of bulk and a certain amount of youth, stamina. There are old fuckers in certain martial arts. For example, kendo. The best guys in the world, and women too, are they're in their 70s. They don't really lose the sort of springy, elastic muscle that it seems that you need to do that, which is cool. I mean, especially if you're thinking of it as a sport, basketball players, what's the oldest guy in the NBA? 31?
Something like that.
Somebody else has the lung capacity to keep up with the rubber people he's playing against.
That's a good point. Thinking about it, this is some years ago now. I never took part in it myself, but there's a couple of European martial arts, right? One of which is French boxing, which is more akin to kickboxing, really. I remember watching she must have been
when you feel tired, you throw your hands up and surrender.
No, you put your arms behind your back and you kick the fucker in the head, Polly.
Okay, go on.
I remember watching this little tiny old French woman, like I say, she's probably in her late 60s, early 70s, something like that, just fucking jump and kick this guy in the head, and he went down like a sack of shit.
Really?
It was about twice her fucking size. And you're thinking, yeah, I don't want her to do that to me. That looked like it hurt. They were, wearing pads and all that kind of shit.
Florentine Fenton, thank you for the $1. I'm a good stepper. I am fast stabber. I move in blurs and make holy men of our curs. Jeez. Okay, and Darth Mando, thank you for the buck. Here's the video for the Indian rapper. I'm a kid's lover. I'm a soul builder. I am. Oh yeah, right. I am very anger. I know it's very danger.
I am very angry.
Yeah, that's what he says too. That's not a typo on Darth Mando's part. I am my life driver. I am a routine changer. I am also a routine changer. My schedule shifts often. What the hell? Yeah, it's not supposed to be like I'm a badass. The song is very much just positive. You know what I mean? I'm a soul builder. I'm a
child lover. Yeah. Like he says.
There's something about certain subsections of Indian culture, right? That just I can't take them seriously. Guys, right? Guys, they're hard, sort of like the kind of guys that will walk down the street and stare people out for no good goddamn reason, right? They exist all over the world, yeah. Well, in India, from what I understand, I mean, I've never been, but apparently, it's not considered unusual for two men to hold hands.
Oh, there's a lot of countries around that area, though. That's not just India.
That's a Saudi thing too.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Yeah, well, with the Saudis, we know why that is. But moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the end.
I'm
of my
already
channel,
banned from Saudi Arabia. It's not like they're gonna.
But are you actually banned from Saudi Arabia?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I need details, Sam. You can't just drop that on me.
It's okay. There's certain parts of France you can go.
That's the same as like my mom saying, "Oh yeah, I was arrested in Bali once." It's like, whoa, you need to elaborate on that. What the fuck? You can't just drop that on me.
There's a joke about
No,
beer
I
here,
need
but
answers.
I've not got the heart to make.
I don't understand. You haven't been pinged from any countries yet? Declared persona non grata yet?
No.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere near Belarus. I can't even buy a ticket.
Why?
Wow, it's a long
Is that a fairly
story, but
recent development?
pre-YouTube, so yeah, at least 4 years.
What did you do?
I'm not saying I
damn.
didn't know it was a government building, but it's a long story.
I'm gonna be asking questions after stream. I hope you both know that. Holy shit.
I will tell you about it afterwards. But I will put you out of your misery afterwards. It's
Yeah, please do.
Polly, you've got some
Holy
donations to go through, I think. Man.
No.
Really?
I'd,
thought it was a
by all
one-man
means,
picture.
chat. Hell, you want to tip the bartender? Go ahead, so Sam can be correct. But no, actually, not.
Make me right, chat. Make me right.
I hate being wrong. Pay the guy.
Alphabeti spaghetti!
Thank you, Evolved Potato, for the $2. Yeah, Japan has lots of that old martial arts that a significant amount of the population did at some time, from their kendo to their hand-to-hand, or even their bow and arrow stuff. Some very interesting. Yeah. Yes, they did.
One thing I wanted to what the hell do you say? Blackie DXB. I'm gonna go with. I hate butchering people's names. I hate that shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, LeBron James is 38. Okay, that's older than I thought anybody would be in the NWA. Yeah. In a late 80s rap group. Yeah. It's older than I thought any of them were. Well, Dre's always been old, actually. That guy's like fucking 90 now. Anyway, I digress.
Cynics cursing far out in chat. Yeah, buddy.
Good to know that
Right
at
there with
least
you,
on
buddy.
one stream.
Yeah,
my
see,
donation
thank you,
freaking people
cynic.
out.
It's not just me exaggerating shit. The double loud bang, then like a Austrian yelling, "Sit down, forget the spaghetti." It's weird.
That's a British man, but yes.
Is
I was
it
gonna
really?
Say, yeah, is he
Yeah.
Austrian? He sounds British.
Yeah, no, it's from Red Dwarf. That's whoever plays Arnold Rimmer saying alphabeti
Chris Barry.
spaghetti. Yeah, that's him. That's a British man.
Oh fuck! I remember that scene now.
Yeah, you remember it now.
Season 6, I think.
No, not 6.
Might be a bit later than that.
It's the polymorph.
Right. Poetically enough.
Yeah, right?
Oh dear.
Yeah, it turns him into a hippie.
Evolved Potato in chat says the person from the country of criminals is the only one not banned from a country for criminal. It was not criminal action in any reasonable state.
What was it then?
I'll tell you afterwards.
Alright then. I'm holding you to that. I've literally written it down. So I want
Guys,
to know.
I made the list.
You know what I don't get?
Alphabeti spaghetti!
Why far doesn't turn that
In
fucking
5
thing
minutes
down?
apiece.
That's what I don't get.
Because it's funny.
Jesus.
But thank you. Oh god damn it. Thank you, Far's Feet, for the $2. Alphabeti spaghetti. Well, that
Nice.
could have been worse. That could have been worse.
I mean, look at
I'm
poor
so glad that I have not consumed solid food in about 24 hours now. Otherwise, there'd be a hole in my chair.
Poor Looney Lenny there. He's like, I think that dono actually woke me up before. Poor man's, dozing off, drifting off to the sound of Sam and my dulcet tones. And I was like, spaghetti, spaghetti! Like,
As it should be.
look at Carol Soldier up there. You want to talk about, unfortunate people while sleeping. It's like, I fell asleep during AAA and I woke up right now. He fell asleep to the sound of my voice and woke up to the sound of my voice. Talk about a fucking nightmare.
No, I woke up to the sound of alphabeti spaghetti. Get it right.
Well, that was minutes ago. Well, the last time I came in. Anyway, turn it up. No, Dr. Cluster. See, that's how you got the name Clusterfuck. That's a terrible idea.
Oh my god. But you know what? I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get those feet as loud as they are in Noir Bar on my own stuff, because no, that hasn't happened.
I can show you how to peek out the gain in Vegas if you want.
I don't know if that's the problem, but it's not the problem of like the donation itself. It's how it's going through OBS, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
I will figure it out. I'll terrify everyone.
there aren't nearly enough volume settings.
No, there really aren't.
There aren't. I mean, there's the hidden one in Windows sound properties, right? There's the main one in the Windows mixer, and then there's another one in Discord, and then there's one in OBS, and then another one in Streamlabs for the donations.
Wait, hold on a minute. Have you
I
guys
don't
been
think the
hearing them play
Streamlabs.
through?
So,
Yes.
yeah,
No, have you guys been hearing them play through my end? Is what I'm asking.
through
No.
Discord or through our own OBS?
Yeah, like feedback.
No,
Is-
not through Discord. No.
No.
Okay, thank fuck for that. I was like, I was some flashbacks when you were asking me about, is stuff louder on Linux? And I'm like, no. Why?
That's why I just can't bring myself to. Like, Sinatra's like, you know what you should do? You should install this third-party mixing software that I like. No.
Voice meter.
So, Sinatra, I've got a terrible migraine. Well, what you should do is hit yourself in the head. It's a great solution. Apparently, according to him, and I shouldn't say it like that, like I don't believe him, I do believe him. I just don't want to leave a piece of software running constantly that I have to run constantly, that all sound through my PC has to go through. I don't know why, that just bugs me. But the advantage of it is pretty fucking tempting. It has automatic sound leveling. And so you don't have the problem that I run into constantly. So it'll automatically peak gain or reduce volumes across all of the inputs. And apparently, it's even smart enough because both of you are coming through my desktop audio. They're not separate inputs for you, Far, and you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It can level each one of those separately, which is pretty goddamn impressive. To me, anyway.
Oh, right. So channel splitting and all that.
Yeah. That blew my mind. Okay, let's talk about fly tape.
Huh. Oh, okay. Okay.
This is what bugs me about. Now, do you have that in the places you people live?
Yes.
It's like the little roll that you unroll and hang.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, do you have that in France?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, I'm just laughing at the fact that it bugs you.
No, it's that people don't have it that bugs me.
Oh.
They got flies in their house, and you ain't got no fly tape. I mean, a pack of 6 of them goes for like $3 at the hardware store, or 7-Eleven, or whatever. I mean, it'll be more than that 7-Eleven, but you get the idea. It's available all over the fucking place. And I always hear the same answer from people. It's gross. I admit that if you were walking in someone's house and you were to see some fly tape hanging from the ceiling somewhere, and it's absolutely covered in dead fucking insects, yeah, that's pretty fucking gross. But like I said, it's $3 for a 6-pack. You throw it out.
I was gonna say, it's not that gross. It's not like you're having to like roll it back up, chew it up, and swallow it. That would be gross.
That would be gross. And because I had that conversation with somebody just today, and I said, okay, you know what? I admit seeing dead insects stuck to a piece of tape is gross. But to me, you know what's more gross? Those insects alive and on your fucking food when you're not looking.
Right. I mean, choose where you live. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that they have been traipsing over some animal.
Yeah, right.
Excretions within the past hour or so.
Exactly, Mr. Pickman. It's only gross if you don't change it. As soon as there's whatever the fuck is too much for you, 10 flies on it, 5, fine. They're really fucking cheap. Throw it out. Put up another one.
It's like underwear.
Wear it once and throw it out.
Change it periodically and it won't be a problem.
I'm not wearing underwear. That's gross. It's this show is just a gold mine of clippable dumb shit, I say, isn't it?
It really fucking is.
It really is.
And it's so easy to goad you into it too. I don't know why. Normally he's so well adjusted, chat.
Not really, but it's okay. So there's that. What was the other thing I want to talk about? Because he's got flies in his house, and I'm swinging at it. He saw me swing. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's a fucking fly." Why didn't you have fly tape? Fly tape's gross. And it's not the first time I've had that conversation with people.
You said you were swinging at it, and I visualized you punching the air for some reason. I know that's not what
I wasn't
happened, but that's how I'm
shadowboxing
choosing.
it. No, I.
This
Well, no, I
little
mean, there's a
otter
fly
just
there. You're
pawing
trying
at
to
the
box
air.
the fly.
It's just a little otter pawing at the air. Just,
No, yeah,
And
it's
the arthropod from the blue corner is floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
yeah. No, you know when the fucking thing's like you're doing something and it's flying around your head and you're just kind of like get the fuck out of it. You know, it's bugging you, that kind of thing. Bugging. You.
it's bugging
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
The worst part is when you're dozing on the sofa on a warm day, right? You've got nothing to do for the afternoon. It's warm. You're dozing on the sofa. Why does it either have to land on your exposed shin or near your mouth and nose?
That's the good questions all. Yeah.
They always aim for the
obviously
face.
it's the warmth or moisture or something, right? But good God.
Good.
If it just landed on my
Lord.
arm, it wouldn't wake me up.
What? Land on my clothes, not my exposed shin.
Right. I am wearing underwear.
So Sam,
Yes.
Good to know.
Far already knows about this, but I don't think you do. Oh yeah, you do, but you haven't seen it. I've been working on the back room, building it up. The work's continued.
Right.
Excuse me. Sorry, surprise
Oh,
came out of nowhere.
Like a fly.
That actually sounded like a fucking frog to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look up the motorbike frogs after this. If you haven't heard one, it's an experience.
Yeah, I've heard them. Yeah.
Have you? Maybe Chad
Yeah,
hasn't.
I've
heard-
We'll look it up for chat in case I haven't.
You've heard my childhood nightmare of trying to go to sleep to those. Those fuckers outside my window.
You know what? Normally I'd make fun of you, but not this time. This time, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
that makes
it's-
sense. I would not want to be a child trying to fall asleep to that shit. That would suck. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare.
Uh-huh.
Like, holy shit, I'm justified.
And you got a rich imagination. I can only imagine what the fuck you were coming up with was going on outside your fucking window.
Oh no, I knew exactly what it was, which is why it made it even worse, because it's not like I could go and move them. Because no, you want the frogs there so they don't go extinct.
You know,
Look,
I'm kind of like a
I've already
Democrat
lost
when
it.
it comes to immigrants with frogs and other creatures of that sort. It's like they're like, it's fine if they're here, just not by my house. Yeah,
it's a frog, Nimby.
yeah, you're right. I don't want the frogs extinct. I just don't want them in my backyard.
Alphabet spaghetti!
Son of a bitch.
Fuck, we are 3 for 3.
I just every fucking-
Yeah.
it's-
Oh my god, Far's missing height donated $2. Alpha Yeti spaghetti. Thank
Good
you.
Lord. You people in chat are cruel.
yeah.
Look, at least it's not the other one. I'll take the height jokes. I'll take it.
So, I have been continuing to work on the bar back room, as I said I was going to do about, like, what was it, 3 years ago? I think it's been
Something
out.
like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's near completion. Perhaps you and chat would like a sneak peek.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Gib. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good sign. Oh yeah. Like I said, not complete, guys. Like, there's a little cleaning up in there to do. Some other things. I gotta move some stuff around, but you know.
You got the picture worked out. Well done.
Yeah. It finally came together. I'm pretty happy with it. And we got a fire going back there. I don't know why I lit a fire in a room that nobody's in, but you know, fuck wood. You know.
The more fire hazards, the better.
Yeah.
Tell me, why did you light a bonfire? I don't know, man. Fuck wood.
All right.
Man, fuck them trees.
Yeah, like I was saying, chat, your money does not go to waste when you tip the bartender. It is reinvested into the business, which enabled me to do a little bit of remodeling in one of the back areas, which was just a corridor broom closet-esque area. It's pretty narrow, but, you know, I think I did good work in there. Boom. Let's see. Hold on. That's actually... Nope, it's not.
The lead in chat says, dispose of the bodies. Indeed.
There we are. That's a little better. Boom. There, the back room. Like so.
What will the back room be used for?
Hanging out.
Hanging out?
Hanging out.
Alphabet
Spaghetti! Yeah.
It will not be
some
used
alphabet
for
spaghetti.
Fucking spaghetti.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evolved Potato, for the $2. If I see a toad, it's getting squashed. It's basically law. It might actually be law for all I know. Damn cane toads. Frogs, on the other hand, are fine. I'm not. Cane toads, I think that's a whole other fucking story. They have like, if you see one, well, they've arrived. You're fucked.
Yeah.
There's
Look for
no coming back from that.
Look for a man in a red robe with a stick and ask for his forgiveness. Let his people go. That's what that shit is.
Yeah, it's like I said, not complete yet, but pretty happy with it. Managed to secure another copy of Lutz's Washington Crossing the Delaware, which I'm pretty happy with because I refuse to have a bar that doesn't have that painting in it. Because, you know, General Washington for the win. And yeah, as you can see, it's a very narrow space from front to back, but I think I got a lot of good stuff going on in there. So, yeah.
See, it's not for no reason, chat, right? You see, all of these individual locations, you might think that they physically connect to one another, but it's a special temporal phenomenon that we attach these different locations. And that picture right there, that is a dimensional anchor. That's why it has to be present in every location.
Well, of course there's rain falling down the window. It's raining outside, TC. Jesus.
Well, it's that of the Lansdowne painting.
What?
That of the Lansdowne painting.
Well, I know, but
the one you touched.
I know. I don't want to be reminded for. You think I'm going to hang that painting up and feel guilty all the time every time I turn around and look at it?
No, I think you're going to be saving game.
God, you touch one irreplaceable piece of art and you never live it down. It's just...
But Paul, your DNA is now forever on that painting.
That's actually a good point. There is too.
They cannot erase you. You are timeless now. You are one with Washington.
Not forever. I mean, you know, about 500 years is the approximate half-life, right?
For 500 years, you are one with Washington. Congrats.
I want to go to the bathroom. I want to go to the bathroom. Where are we now? Down the hallway to the right. Shit. There's a sign down there. You can't see it. That's what I actually always, that's my vision, is that the entrance is down that way. Have you ever been to a bar that they're, it's not a club, it's not a pub, it's a full-on actual bar. They tend to be smaller areas, tables big enough to fit, 2 drinks and 4 elbows on. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. And they often are those beloved little corner joints that only you and your friends and you know what I mean know about, and therefore they don't have to charge $15 for a fucking beer because the rent's not that high because the place isn't fucking massive.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like here, most smoke shops and now some vape shops as well double up as bars as well, just because it's easy to get dual licensing for tobacco and alcohol, right?
Ah.
Huh.
So yeah, most drinking establishments here are just bars. Pubs do exist, but they're rarer.
Yeah, like we're Alphabet Spaghetti. It's just one of those nights, man. Fuck. I might as well just stand up and do the whole fucking night standing. It's right off my ass every time. It just.
I I'm not going to apologize for this apparent alphabetic spaghetti train we seem to be on.
Nor should you.
Far's non-existent inches donated $2. We're really going there, huh? Being one with Washington sounds kind of gay.
Oh,
But
no,
when you
no,
put it like that, sure.
Yeah, why did you have to put it like that? Fuck.
That would be the straightest homosexual relationship ever.
Just think about what you just said there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, makes no sense.
What? They said it sounded kind of gay. General fucking Washington.
Yeah.
It would be pretty fucking straight.
Ah, it would. It would.
I mean, it's up there with like going to bed with Henry Cavill. That shit ain't gay, but you're just a fan.
Sam, you just kind of dry snitched on yourself there a little bit. I don't know.
What?
No, I'm not gay, but General Washington is General Washington.
Well, yeah, you're like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gay,
His
but I
head's
go to
literally
bed.
on the money.
Well, wait, see, I'm getting better, Sam. I almost said the clippable thing. No, Sam
this is the
claimed
thing, I
that
already
he
have no shame.
would be willing to wake up with Henry Cavill. See, that I gotta get smarter. It's all the way you put things.
Are
you know?
you
Yeah, but it's
Are you
Sam.
fucking kidding? I'd have that shit tattooed on my arm. I'd be the envy of like 15 million women worldwide, probably more.
Are you sure that you wouldn't shatter the fantasies of millions of women worldwide?
Sorry, say again, sorry.
Okay, so give me an example, okay? I remember this girl, before Prince passed away, rest in peace. She, since she was a little girl, had a huge crush on Prince. And she's like, I could never meet him, though. I remember when she said that, and I was like, why? It's weird, right? It's like this man that you think he's the greatest artist, and he's so gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. She just go on about him, and I get the music side of it. But I was like, why couldn't you meet him? Why wouldn't you want to meet him? She's like, he's like 4'11". It would ruin every sexual fantasy I've ever had.
Is he short? Really?
Yeah, apparently that's what she said. I don't know.
It just goes to prove what the incels have been saying.
Well, you know what, Sam? I'm not gonna lie. When she said that, I'm like, yeah, I'm 6'2". Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, how tall is Henry Cavill again?
Are you trying to calculate how much taller or smaller you are than him, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to work out who's going to be Big Spoon.
That's your biggest concern, is it? Big Spoon? Not
Absolutely.
not the other one?
What? Why far? Whatever should my concern be, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there. Let's see how. So Henry, type my things in, please. Cavill, hey. Can I have an actual fucking thing? That'd be lovely. Healthyceleb.com.
I am suspicious of that website.
I am suspicious of that too. What the fuck?
Darth in chat says Noir Bar, night 264. Gay as a bag of popcorn.
Well, it's saying the general thing is saying like 6 foot or 6'1", like generally around there.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd be Big Spoon.
So how tall are you, Sam?
A little taller than that.
A little tall. Alright.
Alphabetti spaghetti!
Haha! Alphabetti spaghetti wins again. Thank you, Jamie Jam, for the $2. Spaghetti train, choo choo, chow chow. Yeah, I guess it's just on an alphabetti spaghetti train. Alright. It could be worse.
Could it? Could it really?
I am drunk. So drunk.
Well, I mean-
I cannot get up.
What?
There we go.
What are the other donations I have?
Oh.
See, Thomas,
It
thank you,
could be
thank you
worse.
for the $2. Henry Cavill is at least cultured when it comes to 40k armies, since he went Custodes, and no, Polly, Sisters of Battle are not as cool as Death Corps, or even any Space Marine chapter, minus Ultra Smurfs?
Is that Ultramarines because they're blue?
So, yeah, I guess.
Is
I mean, don't get me wrong, I realize 40k fans have a lot of, seriously hot opinions when it comes to different things. I've watched a couple of different painting channels where guys, while they're painting a mini, like over the next hour and a half while they're painting a mini, just complain about how bad Primaris Marines suck.
Oh, dear.
And it's like, I'm trying to watch your layering technique, man. You want to... All right, fuck, I'm muting you. And you can't, because in between they're belly aching about Primaris Space Marines. They're telling you why they're doing what they're doing. Like, they're explaining the brush technique and stuff. And it's so you can't just mute them out. I mean, you could, but you're missing a whole lot of stuff. And it's wow. Yeah, so
that's how they get you.
Very well, there could be just blue Space Marines, so therefore Ultra Smurfs. Fuck them. It did.
I mean, if you think about it, Space Marines, they are a little bit like Smurfs. Just a little.
Oh, there you go, of all potatoes.
And the
Yeah,
God
Ultra
Emperor.
Smurfs or Ultramarines. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that was a somewhat educated guess. Yeah, the God Emperor is definitely Papa Smurf. It's like like Horus before the heresy. Papa Smurf, Papa Smurf.
Of all potato and Shadowclaw there with that, Henry Cavill 6'1". I'm taller than Cavill.
Yep.
Okay, sure, he's got 40 pounds of muscle on me, but whatever.
Yeah, 40 pounds of muscle on, he's dehydrated.
Actually, that's not possible. Like, I weigh in at 205. If he had 40 pounds of muscle, he'd be grotesque.
Yeah, he's not actually all that bulky, is he?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong, the guy's fit as all get out and whatnot, broad shouldered and stuff, but he's not a strongman competitions where the guys like pull trucks on chains with their teeth and shit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Eddie Hall and Hathor and all that.
Yeah, and they're just no definition, but they could rip you in half. They're just sheer bulk,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They tear phone box in half with one hand.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Villeen's got me. This is in the Noir Bar barroom chat here. It says it's okay somehow. There's proof that Polydub is wrong. It's a link to an article from a reputable news source that says God confirms
I am drunk, so drunk, I cannot get up.
What did God confirm? What?
God confirms that man crushes on Henry Cavill are in fact not gay. Well, damn it, Villeen! I need at least one gay relationship under my belt to be considered bisexual these days, allegedly.
No, you don't.
Which is
Nowadays? No, you don't.
No,
not according to the gays.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
the straights.
You could be a non-binary pansexual who's a virgin in every sense of the word, and
Yeah,
declare,
they got the non-binary card though.
and declare yourself to be bisexual somehow, because it's 2023. That's why.
But they have the non-binary card though. They're not going to question the non-binary.
No,
What does Sam
that's
have?
the thing. Literally just the bi card, pretty much. I mean, immigrant
Yeah,
card,
which
I guess.
means fucking nothing.
I mean, I got the TISM. Can I play the TISM? No, I'm white. That won't count.
No, it won't.
You're white and French. That's a terrible combo.
I'm of Irish descent. That should count for something.
Yeah,
No,
contempt
no,
and
that's
disdain.
super
You
white.
got it. It's all yours, buddy.
Oh god.
I mean, Sam. These are the kind of things you should keep to yourself. People might think you're British. You know what I mean? Like, don't go telling them you're an Irish Frenchman. Holy shit!
There's actually quite a lot of Irish Frenchmen as it goes. We had to repopulate somehow.
Who imported the Irish?
Well, yeah, I mean, they were the only other group of people in Europe not really fighting. That's the rare and elusive self-burn.
I got a question here, Sam. So let's say a fellow Frenchman were to listen to you talk with what I describe as, RP boarding school British, because I don't know accents, right? Would they be able to detect the, what do you want to call it? French accented undertones? Would they be able to go, are you French? Like, just by hearing you speak English.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Did you guys get the Coach Red pill?
No.
No, I got it.
No, but I wish I had.
That's what went out on stream. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs.
Oh god.
Oh god, it's a game. It's a new donation game. Red or green?
Is it drunk or gonzo? Take your pick.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $2. Plus, some of the Chaos Marines are cool too, I guess. Iron Warriors and even those World Eaters, however, fuck the Word Bearers and Lorgar. Those choir boy ass monkeys. I'm gonna paste that and DM it over to Inquisitor.
Choir boy ass monkeys is what I heard.
Yeah, choir boy ass monkeys. That's what it says. Yes.
Sam.
The Lorgar. He's gonna be my nerd litmus test for this. It's like, was that offensive, or was he like high five right on accurate?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Gonzo again.
I got it.
No, I'm hoping it's Gonzo.
Yeah.
No, I got drunk.
Well, it was Gonzo.
I got drunk, lady. I'm pissed. I want Gonzo. I want to see Gonzo. Why can't I see Gonzo?
Gonzo with the Grinch hair getting arrested.
Yeah.
Of all potato, thank you for the $2. Primaris Marines are shit, and they absolutely suck. I'm assuming. Typo there. Yeah, they absolutely suck. They are a plague on the lore, and they just need to be eradicated because they ruin so much lore in the retconning. Burn them all with holy fire. See what I'm talking about? Nobody likes the Primaris Space Marines, man. Nobody who's played the game for a while, from what I can tell, who's been into it for a while. It's new people that like it, and that was the point. The guys that were complaining about them, that was their point. It was they only created them to, hey, here's this new thing, these super powerful Space Marines, and it's stupid. You need to do it. It undermined a whole bunch of stuff by them doing it. It wrecks the lore. They shouldn't exist in the storyline because of these reasons. And so, yeah, we're pretty bent out of shape about it.
I was under the impression that Marines are, they do vary to a certain degree on their augmentations and all that kind of thing, but not to such an extent that you could really point to a particular group of them and go, oh yeah, those guys are like super powered compared to the rest of them. Apart from the, what do they call it? Imperial Guard, is it? The ones that are like right outside the fucking Emperor's golden chamber.
No idea.
Something like that.
I mean, that's something that I hear about if I remember correctly, about the Space Marines. They're overpowered. They're really OP, and that's one of the things that's very stupid about them. And you can include them in the game, I guess, without a big point hit in your army. And so everyone just fills their armies with Primaris Space Marines or something. Like I said, it's well beyond my pay grade because I don't earn enough money to be able to buy 40K.
Yeah, we're currently at about 1999K.
Yeah. That's why I run such a small bar. Yeah, it's just. You need to edit that.
You wouldn't even be able to get a Space Marine in here.
You need to edit that dono when it goes fucked if you zoom in on his face. Yeah, I threw that donation together like really quick, and I didn't think I was gonna use it any more than the one night, but then it really made me laugh once I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, so I should really open her up in Vegas and have some fun with it.
Yeah, that's a mainstay. That's a mainstay donation. Honestly, like that is timeless. Let's be real.
That's not part of Noir Bar lore or AAA lore. That's part of poly lore.
Exactly, and it is fucking timeless because of that. You bring that shit anywhere, and it's fine. You don't know?
Agreed.
You don't know why the band fucked up? Whoa, have we got a story for you, kiddos?
EP's got my back in chat. Custodes, yeah, that's what I meant.
Hey,
I
wait.
can't remember if they were like just Imperial Guards or something.
BG's got a not bad idea. There's plenty of wall space left in the back room. I should hang out no Irish allowed sign. It is the 40s.
Well, Sam, we're out. We must leave the bar then. Our
Yeah,
client
but-
is not wanted here.
But we're collaborators.
Yeah, but he doesn't want Irish. Doesn't want those of Irish or Irish descent.
Oh, now
Who is he going to
We're not
call to
allowed.
remove us? We're an illegal speakeasy.
Right. the hired thugs that I have to keep things straight. We aren't, the shadiest district in Noir City. There's plenty of thugs for hire. But
You mean the ones that Far has already bribed with juice boxes?
I can hire my own.
Surprisingly easy. People like juice boxes. What can I say?
They're fascinated by things from the future far. It's not the.
Okay, when were juice boxes? 1 minute.
They're pretty fancy tech. They're not just cardboard. They're lined with
No,
foil
I
as
need to
well
end
as a
this.
plastic seal.
When were they invented?
Think about it.
62?
They're pretty fancy tech.
Ruben Rousing first created a product in 1963.
That was a good
It-
guess.
You became a prophet of cringe, Sam. Congrats.
He nailed the year?
No, he was a year off, but still close enough.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's when the patent was. That's when the patent was filed.
That's more than
So
close enough.
I
yeah.
could be right.
So it's not that far off, though.
Darth Mando asks,
A couple
are
decades.
we Jews allowed in? Yeah, of course. It's what made me think of it.
Apparently not the Irish.
Well,
Right.
you gotta draw the line. Am I right? That's what when you think of that sign that was in the bar in Open Range with Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. Great film if you haven't seen it and you're into Westerns. Or if you're not into Westerns, it's just a great film. They go to the bar. Behind the bar is a sign. No dogs are Irish allowed.
Whoops, tautology. I'm just imagining. I'm imagining a sober Irishman. Stay with me on this. I know it's a difficult
Okay.
fucking thing to picture. A sober
Guys,
Irishman stood
difficult.
outside of a pub pulling puppy dog eyes through the window. And then he realized that there's a bunch of Jewish guys sat in there, and he's like, "Oh, for feck's sakes, come on!"
Sam, you ever heard that one? The 7-course Irish meal, a 6-pack and a potato.
yeah. I believe me. I'm having to sort through all of my Irish and now Jew-related jokes to pick out the ones I can and can't say.
Yeah, well, it's YouTube. Fucking say the Irish ones, not the other one.
Well, see, most of the Irish ones involve various references to black and tans, which is not a race-related
Right,
thing,
the
but
beer, yeah.
YouTube seems to think. Yeah.
I've had one. I know people love their dark beers. Those who love them adore them. To me, it's like, ugh, fermented coffee. I just can't go there. But I'm pretty fucking pedestrian boring when it comes to beer. I want it clean and crisp. That's it. And cold. I'm the guy who actually likes
could be
Corona.
worse.
It's fine. Whatever.
It could be worse. You could be a fan of chilled wine, like ice chilled wine.
Oh, ice chilled
bags.
wine. I'm like, you don't like a slightly chilled?
I like it
you know?
cellar. I like it cellar cool. You know.
Yeah.
That's how.
How do you feel
supposed to
about
be
goon
consumed.
bags, Sam? Does it insult the French?
You know what? How do you feel about goon bags? Far.
Well, I don't really like wine, so I don't really have an opinion.
Okay,
one
well,
way or
take
the
that resentment you have.
other. What resentment? I just don't like wine.
Doesn't like wine, honestly.
Sam, think about this for a second. And because it didn't occur to me till right now. Goon bags, right? They're full of Australian wine. And not just that, cheap Australian wine. Talk about a sugary fruit bomb.
Oh, why not just like... They've got plenty of perfectly good fruit in ours. Why not just liquefy that?
Yeah. See, Far,
Stick it like a.
I know you're not a fan of
6 shots
wine,
of
and
vodka
that's
in it.
fine. Not everybody likes wine. That's totally cool. But
Yeah, no, I give you shit. But it's
something
fine.
about the terroir of Australia makes y'all's grapes, especially reds, wildly what they call fruit forward. Like they're fruit bombs. It's an explosively powerful flavor that overwhelms every other taste that there is in the glass. It's crazy. When you're
What do grapes usually taste like?
okay, well, I'm gonna sound
Well,
poncy as fuck, but like if you have a nice Bordeaux and you've let it aerate as you properly should for a couple hours, opening the cork. After opening the cork, let it rest for a couple of hours, especially decant if you can. Man, what would you call? There's so much going on in the glass, in the bouquet, as they say. It's complicated. There's wet stone. There's mineralism. There's a
certain amount of smoke.
Yep. Yeah, from the barrels.
yeah,
Absolutely, the oak brings through a lot of the flavors. You get
Yeah.
a touch of caramel. You get a touch of the char aroma. It's tough to describe. That's why Bordeaux wine at all, because it's complex.
Yeah. It's difficult to really sort of. I say it's difficult to describe. There's an entire profession surrounding the description of wine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of which, ironically enough, Polly is more qualified than I.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How the fuck does the fucking American otter out-qualify the Frenchman when it comes to
It's-
wine?
Because
I don't know. Application.
yeah. Because to get the certification like the one that I have is challenging. Well, you don't have to challenge the exam. You can take the course. But I was like, fuck that. I'll challenge the exam. When's the date? Here's your $50. Okay, I'll sit on the exam. They didn't think I would pass. I passed. And it's not because I'm super smart. Anybody who simply studies it and applies themselves, yeah. So it's not about being a master of wine. It's simply being able to. Everyone remembers this from high school, right? You learn as much as you need to for the exam, and then info dump it, let it all go.
Mhm.
Yeah, cramming.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you've retained a fair amount of it. We discussed wine pairings about meals and all that kind of stuff before.
More than I thought I would. I'll definitely say that. I still remember the first question on the exam. What it was actually a trick question, sons of bitches. Multiple choice was the first section. What is the only grape that one cannot legally use in the Champagne region to produce sparkling wine? And your options were Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and Malbec.
And the answer is?
Malbec.
Mm-hmm.
There's only...
That's quite weird, because the first question they normally ask on my exams is my name.
Fucker.
I'm sorry, man, it was there.
Hey, the white and the black, as they say, right? The red grape and the green grape, or as they say, the white grape and the black grape, right? And there's an exceptionally French thing, right? It's Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. It's like you get this other little varietal that's native to the Champagne region, or grows there naturally. It's not native to it, but yeah. Okay, so we can use it. Well, is it a separate varietal of grape, or is it actually a subspecies of it, or is it they actually did genetic testing and it turns out it's not a separate varietal at all? It's a variety of Pinot Noir.
Yeah, the scientists had to take a break from running experiments on whether toast will land butter side down every time,
Or sewing, a dog head onto a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd take a break.
Okay. There's some. You're right. Okay, the butter side down thing. It actually happened. My God, the sewing other heads on. Look, Germans can be scientists too, and that's what's going to happen. I'm not trying to justify it.
Germany.
No, it's true. It was
That was a multiple country affair.
yeah, but it was a German initiative though, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I thought it was a Russian initiative, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Russians shouldn't be given a pass on their mad scientists, man. Remember that whole monkey thing?
You remember the autojector thing?
The what?
The autojector thing? The keeping the dog head alive, allegedly?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Alright.
You mentioned Russia, and something's just come to mind, and it's been bugging me for a while now, and I actually want to run it past you two as well as chat. Right. So,
All right.
you remember back when there was the whole invasion of Iraq going on?
Sure.
I'm sorry, I was reading chat. What about the invasion of Iraq? Do I remember what?
You remember the whole invasion of Iraq and all that kind of thing?
Yes,
my countrymen, my countrymen decided not to get involved in that one. So what y'all did is y'all took French fries and you called them freedom fries. Now it doesn't especially upset me because, well, they're Belgian anyway, and nobody gives a fuck about those people.
Right.
But we all did that for French fries. Everybody's apparently so pissed at Russia for this whole Ukraine situation, and yet y'all will not stop with the fucking Russian service. Y'all will not adopt French service instead of Russian service when it comes to meals in restaurants. What the fuck is up with that? Why do we get the special aid? We helped y'all in the past. Russia's never done shit for you.
What?
I'm not sure I follow, to be quite honest.
Okay, Russian service is bringing out each course one at a time. French service is when all courses are laid out on the table in front of you at one time.
I can't believe I'm listening to this.
I'm fucking upset.
Look,
I'm just saying. Why do y'all fucking call French fries freedom fries just because we don't show up for a fight that we'd probably have lost anyway? Let's be fair. And then, with all this hate against Russia right now, y'all keep using Russian service in y'all's restaurants rather than defaulting back to the, frankly, superior French service. You've got a golden opportunity to live your lives better, and you're refusing to do it, despite the fact that there is demonstrable reason to do so, and also politics.
Sam, we have American service. We drive up and yell our order for substandard food into a clown's head and then pick it up. What?
Yeah, how many people do you think are even sitting down at a restaurant right now and going, yes, I adore this Russian service I am being provided with?
No, see, that's the thing.
I ate a sandwich standing over my sink for dinner tonight. What are you talking about?
This is the thing, Far. You've been inculcated into this Russophile fucking culture for so long that you don't even realize that there is a better way. And Polly, I don't know what the fuck you've got going on there, mate, but it sounds reprehensible.
It's called bachelorhood, my friend. Okay, it's
called depressing.
No, I don't think that's bachelorhood at that point. I think that's just depression food. Holy shit.
It was a delightful
totally
toasted turkey
well.
sandwich. Okay, it had deli oven roasted turkey on it. Toasted whole wheat, sharp cheddar.
Guys, give generously to Polly so he stops doing whatever the fuck that is.
Let the man
for his
buy
dinner.
a fucking plate.
Like, holy fuck.
Plates are expensive. Did I ever tell
They
you?
are, and you have to wash them.
Exactly. Did I ever tell you about the time that I got all of the leftovers from the wedding, all the paper plate products?
No, but it doesn't surprise me you managed to get that.
It was a delightful year. I didn't have to wash anything. Just glasses and coffee mugs. That's all I washed for like a year. There was so much of it. And he was just going to throw it out.
Why?
Because it had already been used. Like the wedding reception, I should say, had already gone on. And these were the Cornell paper everything. I shouldn't say paper plates. Paper plates of 3 different sizes, paper bowls, plastic forks, spoons, sporks, knives. There were 2 sizes of plastic forks, Sam. I had salad plastic forks and dinner salad. Unbelievable.
And he was just going to throw this out.
Oh, that is the most
keep
American
those.
thing I think I've ever heard
Well, he was
of.
in recycling. He was going to throw it out. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I'd be keeping those. What the
That's
fuck?
just...
You use that shit.
He didn't want them, and I was. Do you want him? And I said, yeah, because I did what you. What do you mean it's the most American thing ever? I took it. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll use it, and I did.
But the waste part of it.
We're not going to have, a classic silverware at the wedding. No. The guests, they can use plastic, but we must have 2 different sizes of forks. The salad forks and then regular meal forks.
That's
We
the
don't
most
want them
American
thinking we're
part.
cheap.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I've never seen that, to be honest. That's I'm impressed they actually have that as plastic for.
That is impressive. What next? A plastic salmon knife?
Yeah, right?
There are plastic oyster forks available, Sam. So you
Shut up, there aren't.
No! Plastic ladles?
Okay, you know what? I apologize to the people that have donated to me tonight so far, but I'm about to go and buy myself some plastic oyster forks just to say I have some.
You're gonna frame them?
Can't believe if Polly goes any further on the bachelor scale, I'm starting to GoFundMe to buy him hire him a girlfriend. It was a question of practicalism. I'm a practicalist of a man. Right? Is it? Look, if the guy's gonna recycle,
What, you're gonna stand over the sink and eat your sandwich for dinner?
The fucking judgment loaded into that assessment far. That was impressive.
It was judgment. That was straight up contempt, Sam. I heard it. It was in the back of the voice. It just. Now look. Here's what happened. It actually makes a lot more practical sense than it sounds like. I'm in my kitchen.
Go ahead,
right?
Justify yourself.
Yeah, please do.
Fuck both of y'all, man. Justification. Let me enlighten you. I won't justify shit.
I already said I'd do it. I'm just not prepared to lie to myself and others.
And I think it also sounds very sad. It
Here-
just sounds so sad.
There are plenty, and I mean plenty of depressing, sad things about my life, but this is not one of them. Now,
Yes, it is.
no, you're wrong. Let me explain, and let me enlighten you as to why. I'm standing in my kitchen, right? And I'm like, oh, I want to make coffee. I don't want a coffee right now, but I want it ready to go. And because, French press is best press. So, yeah. I get the water on the boil in the kettle, and I pop the toast in the toaster, and I'm doing all the turkey deli and whatnot, and cutting the cheese.
Whoa, hold the fucking phone. You put what in the toaster?
The bread in the toaster.
Thank you.
What?
You said I put the toast in the toaster.
Did I?
Okay.
Okay.
Old school.
He's gotta look. He already has the toast. He's gotta just toast the toast so it's even more toast. It's super toast.
Does your toaster have fuck, my toaster's got this digital setting bullshit on the front of it. I didn't go out of my way to buy it. That was the one that was on sale. Anyway, you press the button up or down and it goes from setting like 1 to 8, I think. And I swear those settings are freaking meaningless. It just, anything between 2 and 6 will either be burnt where you got to scrape the toast all the way down to the bread is slightly warm. It fucking annoying.
I have a toaster with a dial on it.
My old one had a dial
same.
on it, and I miss it.
Right?
Digital toaster. It's like the fucking Keurig coffee machine in my old department on the last campus I was at. It was connected to the internet. The Keurig machine.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, it had a little LCD screen on the front of it.
Yeah, didn't you have to buy like specific pods for it too, and it would like track what pods it was using?
Yeah, it had a little.
God, it had DRM.
Yeah, well, not DRM exactly. What it had, because the Keurig cups, the little foil top that's on each one of them that the spike pokes through to run. All of them have a scannable UPC code on them. The inside of the Keurig machine, and it was a Keurig brand one, has a little scanner on it. So every time you put a cup in there, it scans in, it knows what flavor coffee it is, and how many of them you've gone through. You know what I mean? So we would all, because we're on the mailing system for the department, would all get fucking emails like every 7 to 10 days. Time to buy more coffee. Would you like to order now? Click here. I can't believe they hooked it.
Emails.
I cannot believe they actually hooked it up. I asked repeatedly to the point where people got annoyed with me. The administrator for that department said, "Stop asking. I don't know who hooked it up." I'm like, why? And the worst thing, it ran ads. It ran fucking ads. It's like, I bought this thing and you're running ads for things that aren't Keurig? But things that the same company that owns Keurig sells? Fuck.
Would you like some ads with your coffee?
Okay, so since we started the show, right? Since we started the show, I've received 4 update emails from various people at my place of work, right? That's acceptable. If I was getting fucking updates from the coffee machines at work, I would kill myself and then everybody there. in Minecraft.
Of course, Minecraft.
I mean, obviously do the smart thing, and I'm sure a lot of people do.
Don't do that. Don't hook up the machine to the internet.
Don't buy that one. You know why that one was bought? The previous year's committee, as I understand it, which was clearly populated by not very smart people, had a budget for the student area. So it's, well, we need to buy a coffee machine. And the budget was large enough to allow them to buy that, so they did.
So drunk, I cannot get up.
Why? Why didn't you buy a fuck ton of coffee and buy the machine that was one step down from that didn't fucking ply you with ads and constant email reminders to buy more of their shit?
Do you like my coffee? Notice me, senpai. It's what that shit is.
How would you kill everyone after yourself? Well, Sam would find a way. I don't doubt it.
I'd get them all to line up at the coffee machine, stand at the back, put a rifle in my mouth.
Of all potatoes,
Which
thanks
is
for the
complicated.
$2. Polly is someone I'd consider at least a little bit of an internet friend. Are you okay? Like, seriously, are you good, man? Because all of that legitimately makes me worry about your mental well-being. Yeah, I'm doing fine, he said, blinking and jittering.
Sandwiches over the sink.
I didn't finish my enlightenment.
Well, we knew that.
I'll get there. While the toast was toasting and I'm making the sandwich and the water's doing the boil and I'm grinding the beans, because civilized man, I grind my own beans for God's sake, and put it in there, you got to wait 4 minutes, and then after you press the coffee out, you can't pour a fucking cup until you let it settle again. So you're looking at, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes to make a proper pot of French press coffee. So that's why I was in the kitchen for 12 minutes. Now I ask you, when you've completed your sandwich and you've cut the fucker in half, would you really pull a plate out of the cupboard? Well, you're just gonna you're gonna be standing there in the fucking kitchen waiting for your coffee to finish fucking doing its thing.
Yes.
Polly, I assemble the sandwich on a plate when I have guests over.
Why do you?
Only when you have guests over? Why do you assemble it on otherwise?
Nothing. I eat over the sink.
Oh, God.
Ed, to answer your question, why paper plates at all? It was a cookout wedding reception. Big, huge barbecue. They ordered a whole pig over the spit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why all the paper plates.
I mean, I understand the paper plates. That's not the problem. It's the sink.
Look, I'm currently a single man, right? I've been a single man for quite some time now. Occasionally, I get a little bit lonely. The last thing I would want to do is every time I go to prep a fucking meal, take out some paper plates that I know have come from a wedding of all things. I would take out like a paper plate to put, I don't know, fucking ice cream on or something like that. Look at it and go, oh, why? Although I suppose that would be a good way to lose some weight, right?
You know, Sam, you know, just a general description of it, from what you know of it, okay, funny stuff. But I know the girl you married. Trust me, you'd eat off those plates with a big fucking smile on your face if you knew her too. It's
Wait, which way does this go?
Which way is this
very
going?
much north or very much south?
I got the paper plates and he's stuck with her.
Oh, so south.
Yeah, they're separated now. Those two.
Did he want his paper plates back?
Hey, Rudiger, guess what? I'm
change.
living like a bachelor again. You still got them paper plates and bowls and plastic spoons and shit, man? Nah, I used them. Fuck. Not like, well, to be honest, it's not like she cooked anyway, so. No.
Well, she cooked, but just not in, food.
Do you know those people that get into relationships and you're just like tisking it, but you don't want to say anything because it's your friend, or it's like, man,
yes,
she's either gonna wear you down to a little nub of a shadow of your former self, or that's not gonna end well. But it's not like I'm omniscient. I don't know, and I can't be that busybody pulling my boy aside and saying, yo, man, you should marry that girl. Unless there's something specific I know. Like, hey, I saw her at the bar with this guy or whatever, because it's your friend, you want to tell him. Right. But if I don't know anything specific, keep your mouth closed. What am I?
Yeah.
I can't stand when I hear people doing that. No offense, ladies, but it's often women where they're like, you should dump that motherfucker. He ain't good enough for you, you know. I'll tell you something. And it's always the loneliest ones in the group that are like that. I can't stay out of their business, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but like, nice.
Yeah!
More than just another stuffed animal, this is a pillow that your child or grandchild will use every night.
Yeah.
It's a pet with a purpose.
The pillow pet.
It's just, good God,
I
Far.
love that out of all of us, arguably the most degenerate donation that there is was made by FarZoosme.
Not
I love
arguably,
that.
factually.
Well, no one's hit $12, so we'll wait and see if anyone ever hits that one. Which one's it for? Thank you, Dollar Reduce. It's good news for the $20. Holy shit, man. Far, enjoying the game streams, but fishing games that don't have dynamite and lazy cats racing cars is okay. Here's some Dollar Reduce to invest in your games. Is Wrecking Crew on the Switch or a Donkey Kong Country game? I could probably look into a Donkey Kong Country game. I have no idea what Wrecking Crew is. If it's supposed to be bad, I try to avoid buying them.
Yeah.
I guess a bit of a
Accidental
thought
bad
process.
is fine, right?
Well, no, here's my thought process with this, right? When I intentionally go and search for games I think are probably going to be bad, because again, sometimes, hey, my judgment is off. You know? It might not be that bad. But, you know, even still, though, if I see a game, I'm trying to get it as a physical copy. And for second hand. And, there's a reason for that.
What is it?
Because, well, when you get it pre-owned or second-hand, that money isn't going to the publisher. It's going to the store or whoever you're buying it off. Hence, I'm not rewarding the publishers for publishing crap.
Yeah, those French devs are not going to get money for their unforgivable
Yeah,
experiments.
microids aren't going to get money for me. Nah, fuck them. Fuck microids. I'm fascinated by them, but fuck them. They're not getting a single fucking cent. Not from me.
No, that's...
Oh, there we go.
I used to
So which
really
is
like
worse?
the original song. The non-9-4 version. Fuck.
So, which one is worse? 20 or 12? Thank you, Evolved Potato, for the $12. Wait, $12 is a special one? Let's see. Well, you saw. You certainly fucking saw.
And that, in short, is why they banned manga from Australia.
Why did they ban specific hentai? I think it was.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. You know, I've been waiting years for someone to hit the $12. And I was right. It was as glorious when it was finally hit. It was amazing.
Nice to see Far has
so
an evil
nice.
laugh. Oh yeah, I've heard it many times. Did you guys think I'm like, you are so mean to Far on streams? You say, oh yeah, well, she becomes a nice person live. You should hear her in voice chat. My God, mm-hmm. She gives as good as she gets. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Wrecking Crew is more not popular than bad. It's a Mario game crossed with Limp Bizkit. You break. Okay, that's an interesting combo. Mario with Limp Bizkit.
What was the game that you posted that was so reduced in price? The racing game. It went from like $40 to $15.
$40 to $15.
Yeah.
Where did I post that?
Apply to server.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the gay car game that I've already played on a stream.
That's the gay car game? How much did you pay?
That's the gay car game. I know. I posted the picture because I found it again. So I went to a game store today. Right? And I found it in the store, and I looked at it, and I'm so pissed because it's cheaper than the one I bought.
That's what I'm asking. How much did you pay?
$28.
And it's now 15?
19.
19.
It's now fucking That's a copy that's $19, and I'm so fucking pissed because it wasn't worth 28. Quite frankly, it's not even worth 19. But there it is.
You mean to tell me that the gay cards are dropping?
Yeah, apparently they're dropping in price.
God,
They're
it's
just
like
not
middle
worth
school
it.
all over again.
Alphabeti spaghetti!
Thank you, Evolved Potato, again for the $2. 12 is funny for the donation, but the $2 one is funny because of the reactions it gets. You know what? That is fair enough. You know, I need to
I'm
start
gonna start
swapping
fucking
between
pouring out my wine
the
into a
$2.
glass, into a plastic cup rather than a glass, because I nearly launched this one across the room right now.
I need to start swapping them around just occasionally. You know, sometimes you get
Keep us on our
the
fucking
coins are back.
toes.
Yeah, sometimes you get coins are back. Sometimes you get alphabeti spaghetti. Maybe there'll be a third option there someday. I don't know. We'll wait for inspiration to hit.
Oh dear me.
Holy shit.
The gay car game where you press a button and it plays for you. Yeah! Yeah, same game. Yeah, you turn on auto drive and it just... You don't have to press anything except the occasional L, which I think is very fucking fitting for that game.
Wait, let me get... And that's not a microtransaction.
No.
Wow,
it's...
that is an old game.
That game, I am convinced, it's not baby's first kart racer. It's just baby's first game. Unironically, it's just first game you give, like, a 3-year-old.
Well,
Which I frankly would never even give a 3-year-old.
I'm surprised they had the audacity to ask
what?
$40 originally for it, though. That's the part I can't get over. Who paid?
Oh, well, that
who's
one
the
in
poor bastard who
particular.
paid $40 for it?
Well, that one in particular, though, because it was already pre-owned, right?
Right.
So that's the pre-owned price they already brought down to $40. And then they marked it down to 19 after that, because obviously no one is fucking buying Axel City races. Except me, apparently, for $28, but that's besides the fucking point.
Totally.
You've
No
been
one's buying
taken
it,
for a
so they marked
ride.
it down.
A gay ride.
Yeah, a gay ride, a gay car ride. So no one's buying it, so they mark it down. That's what EB Games does. You go in there, you look at all the games that are pre-owned. You'll see a lot of that kind of shit, where they have the pre-owned price, then the marked down price because no one's buying it and they want it off their shelves. Chances are, when that was originally out, and it wasn't a pre-owned game, obviously, it was brand new, it probably would have been closer to $60 Australian.
I don't know. There's a bunch of gamers in chat. There have got to be a whole crap load of games that were extremely hot because of the hype. You know, Cyberpunk comes to mind. And when it first comes out, it's this really, really large price and then drops dramatically because everyone realizes the game sucks and you feel extremely burned by it. Everyone's got to have, like, at least a good... You know, you got people like Zelthor and Eve that have a couple hundred games in their Steam account, or Steam library, rather. It's just got to be at least a couple dozen in there that they've got serious buyer's remorse around. I mean, I got buyer's remorse around a whole bunch of shit. Why wouldn't gamers, too?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what are you going to do? Wait it out? I can't see someone wanting to do that. You get excited about a game, you buy it. Why would you want to wait 2 months to see what everyone's saying after they've played it for 100 hours?
Kind of on a related note to that, I pre-ordered. It was Guild Wars 2, right? Loved Guild Wars 1. Played the shit out of that when I was much younger, a little too much, to be frank. But no, so Guild Wars 2. They announced Guild Wars 2, and they, eventually pre-order comes around.
Nice.
I will get to that in just a second. I want to finish this thought while it's in my head.
Yep.
Yeah. So So yeah, so the pre-order came around, and I was like, yeah, no, really loved Guild Wars 1, love what they've got planned for Guild Wars 2. Pre-ordered it. It was like 70, worked out being about $70, which at the time was like, that's up there in terms of price.
Oh yeah.
So pre-ordered it, played it all the way through, got to the end of the sort of the main campaign, which is not really all of the game, not by a long shot. It is it's an MMO. But it's a subscriptionless MMO. You literally pay for the individual games and the expansions, and that's all you pay. No subscription. There are microtransactions, but cosmetic stuff, right? So whatever. They released an expansion to it, and I thought, well, and at the time I didn't really have the money to buy the expansion and get into the game and so on and so on and so forth, or get back into the game as it were. Then they released a second expansion, and then they made the base game free. Like you can just get it. You purchase any one of the expansions, even just which are $20, I might add. Any one of the expansions, you get the base game for free. And then they made it during the run up to the third expansion. They made it so you don't even have to purchase one of the expansions anymore. You can just get the base game for free now, completely free. And it's like,
man,
gee, thanks.
Or it sounds like one of those. Damn it! What was the channel name that did reviews of really dead MMOs that you can go inside of them and they're...
Oh yeah, Josh Triface.
Right. That I picture a lot of that being like that. That people got really excited about it, bought into it, and now just the servers are, vacant. There's like digital tumbleweeds rolling around and stuff.
That is actually not an unheard of story, to be honest. Just as someone that's watched pretty much all the worst MMO ever videos he's put out. Yeah, no, more often than not when he looks at the Steam reviews. Yeah, it is filled with people going, yeah, I used to play this game a lot, like a few years back, but now it's empty and they've got all these microtransactions and this and the other. It's just, Jesus Christ.
That sucks.
So many of them. Yeah, so many of them go the same fucking way.
I'll give them credit where credit's due. The game is still very much up. They had quite a large player revival. Afar and I have actually played it relatively recently in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, no, it's a fairly visually pleasing game, I suppose you could say, or at least it is to my eye. I do still enjoy the story and all that kind of thing. It's just and their whole argument was, yeah, okay, so you pre-purchased it, but we don't have subscriptions. You basically paid to support the game and have access to it for all this time. The people that want to play it now, we can't exactly charge them full price to play a game that's quite unquote old now, when the expansion is where the new content that we're putting out now is. It's not like it's costing us any more to produce the base game, so why would we continue to charge for it? And it's like, yeah, okay, I appreciate the logic, I do. It's just $70 is 70 fucking bucks.
Right. Fuck yeah. I understand that.
Did I get $70 worth of enjoyment out of it? If I'm honest, yes, I did.
I remember when Valine was talking about doing going back into World of Warcraft, and I mean, I don't know. The first thought that I had was, holy shit, those servers are still up.
Oh yeah.
And then I came to find out they're not just still up, they're up and going. And my honest reaction was like, cool. And I went to check that Star Trek Online was a huge thing when it first came out, and I thought it was like everything was like fad, that it would have been there and then gone. I go check out how active the Star Trek Online servers are. Holy shit. Still, which is fucking sweet. Unlike those dead to the fucking world graveyard environments that we were watching for on that one channel. No, man. That which is popular, holy shit, people really fucking hold on to it. It's not a matter of just maxing out your character. It's being in that world and going on quests and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you've done all the thing and gone on all the side quests, what's the point in playing the game anymore? Unless you want to start over from scratch and just do it again. Where a really good MMO, no, it's about being in that world and you just really dig it. And it's big enough and expansive enough that it's like that. I'm like, cool.
See,
kind of makes me want to play them, you know?
I'm kind of one of those weirdos when it comes to MMOs. Like, it's not that I have any particular aversion to playing with other people on them. I do quite enjoy playing with other people, but it's usually friends that I've already got, right? For example, Far and Platy when we played Guild Wars 2. if they went on to play, or one of the other people that we're playing with went on to play, I wasn't logging on to play by myself. But for the most part, it's a case of I like MMOs, but unless I'm playing with friends that I already have, I like playing by myself where other people can see me.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Same. No, I do the same thing. Like, it's why I don't really tend to go towards MMOs all that often, because it's just I don't know you. Leave me alone. You know? Throughout the entire game.
Things over there.
Yeah, just I just want to kind of do this on my own. Thank you very much. Whereas if I know them though, it's like, well, yeah, this is fine. Like, this is neat. But yeah, otherwise, no.
I think it's one of those things though as well. It's like, because I'm an eldest child, yeah. So I never had an older brother or what have you.
Yep, same.
To sort of solve the problems in the video game that I'm having, or what have you.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think one of the things that sort of like attracts me to MMOs is like, okay, if I really cannot get past something by myself, I can rope in some fucking randos to come and give me a hand, you know?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Or buy something off of them that will let me, you know, that will get me past whatever it is I'm having problems with. I suppose there's that. It's like Solo Plus.
Solo Plus.
I don't know, Polly. What's your take on that? I know you're not the biggest of gamers, although you do have an appreciation for some really classic games.
Holy fuck! Did I forget how hard certain parts of Castlevania could be?
Right.
And it gave me an appreciation. Okay, so jumping, the simple act of jumping in Castlevania, it's got a certain feel to the way that Simon Belmont will jump. You know, this is Castlevania 3 that I'm talking about, because I didn't know that game existed for NES. I found out on Twitch one day. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because it looked like Simon's Quest, but like Castlevania 2, but not. And Eve was there. She says, Castlevania 3. He bought the complete pack, this gamer, of like all the Songs of the Night with all that other shit. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't know. So, yeah, somebody was generous enough to grab that for me on Steam, and that's what I've been playing. It's not like Super Mario Brothers. That has got to be the most responsive jump game ever.
Yes.
Because you can jump and then back and forth on the D-pad, and your character, Luigi Mario, will just slide back and forth and kind of mid-float in the air, and you can do all these things. And if you ever watch the Super Mario speed run, it's critical to a lot of the speed run tactics that they use to be able to jump up, land on the edge of a thing, and then slide off just in time to be able to fall into a warp zone, blah, blah, blah. You can't do any of that shit in Castlevania. He jumps in a very stagnant way, and you have to land on the very pixel at the edge of the brick or die. So you keep going back 18 screens to where you were when you respawn, and then, okay, let's try the 1 pixel jump again. So don't get me wrong, I love that game. I'm having a lot of fun, but yeah, I forgot how frustrating that shit can be.
You know what you just described there, though, right? That exact mentality of respawning 18 screens back and just being like, oh, I'm pissed, but fuck it. And this is the thing that moms and girlfriends don't understand. Not all girlfriends, some girlfriends do understand, but moms and girlfriends, they come in and like, why are you so frustrated? It's the video game. If you're not having a good time, put it down. It's like, no, I'm pissed off, but I'm enjoying being pissed off. It's called catharsis. Because when I beat this fucking jump, when I get there...
It was so satisfying.
Oh, right. Better than chocolate, ice cream, and sex at the same time. Put it in woman terms. No offense, fun.
I'm going to choose to not take offense.
Or walking downstairs in any Castlevania game, Polly. Yeah, Kev, I know what you mean. You've got to hit it just right, because the stairs will be down. Or you keep walking straight across the bricks, or there's the stairwell. And yeah, you have to hit down right at the right point to start walking down the stairs. Otherwise, you just keep walking straight.
What? Right? What the fuck?
Oh, it's like the fucking like it's almost like pulling a lever so that you switch between 2 tracks, right?
Yeah, it's not It's not like you're in the middle of a boss fight and you're down to your last bar of energy and you're trying to get something. I'm talking about walking downstairs. There's no danger anywhere.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be frustrating. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. It's just going, oh, Jesus Christ.
That mentality, though, of, no, I'm just, one more attempt. I know, I've got it all down now. I know exactly what I've got to do. I'm just going to go and do it. That is Dark Souls mentality.
Oh, God.
The way people talk about that, the Dark Souls games, man. I've watched playthroughs and, yeah. Snapped controllers and anger, and they live on in people's frustrating, angry dreams. Jesus.
And you know what? You know what? If someone was to say to me, like, if my brother were to call me now and say, I'm bringing Dark Souls over and I've got controllers and beer, do you want to play out? I'd be like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's do it. It's infuriating, but it's good infuriating. Because it's one of those, you know, if you fuck it up, it's your fault. I think that's the thing with old games that you just don't get with new games. In new games, if something fucks up, it's probably because it's a glitchy, horrible bug fest that will get patched, like, 3 months down the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with old games, if you fuck up, it's your fault. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still having a lot of fun. Yep, just did air quotes. Fun with Hollow Knight. I mean, that's a classic platformer, but extremely updated for all the fun modern shit that computers are capable of. I still can't believe that was made by a really small dev group. God damn, it's a well done game.
Thanks, Australia.
Is it an Australian game?
Yeah, it's South Australians.
No shit. Yeah, if you haven't played it, play it. It's a fun game. If you like platformers, that is.
Hollow Knight is fantastic.
Yeah, and it... I have never played a game where a map is as critical as that. It's...
Yeah.
I don't know how I get lost as easily as I do inside that world, but I do. If it was... It really was pretty goddamn frustrating until I got the map.
You know what it is, though, with stuff like that? It's... Because everything is 2D... Oh, it's not strictly 2D, is it, with Hollow Knight? It's
No, it kind of is. It's got its... Yeah.
You can't really see a great deal of distance behind you or a great deal of distance in front of you at any given point. So it's kind of difficult to, like, pick out landmarks. If it was a 3D game, you'd be able to look up at the skybox and go, okay, I see that mountain over there. This is how far away from that mountain I am.
Okay,
so I know where I am on that basis.
You can say that, but then there's, okay. So one of the first few times that I'm playing it was over in Palladium Forest server, and there's Plady who's like, sad level expert at the game.
She's done the fucking Path of Pain.
Oh yeah, it's
fucking hell.
It's nuts. Like every little area on the screen that I went to, Plady was like, okay, go left, up, no, that's 3 pixels too far. You play any game enough, or you're just Plady, and you can remember every fucking screen and everywhere you're gonna go. So the next screen is where this person's gonna be waiting for you, and then you need to ask them for this thing, and then go over there. Oh, my lord.
I mean, that's the value of a map, though, isn't it? When you've got a lot of verticality to contend with, really, really helpful. When you've got a lot of verticality and not a lot of points of reference, is where a map becomes kind of critical.
Path of Pain, Parthenon of Hollow Nest, Pantheon. Sorry,
Pantheon. Yeah, Pantheon. Yeah, that's another one where it's just Jesus Christ.
Okay, you guys want to go over some articles I just pulled up here?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I thought we were killing time until he got them.
No, I've had him for a while. Shooting the breeze. All right.
No, we've just been talking for almost solid 2 hours.
What do you do when you go to a bar,
good
Sam?
At that, aren't we?
You talk.
I mean, I drink and glower at people contemptuously.
Oh, I drink and brood.
Yeah, similar.
I drink juice boxes.
So you brood, Polly, which is kind of like contempt, but like this is kind of like internalized contempt. I glower at people, I externalize the contempt and make it their problem. You're a better person than me.
Holy shit. Okay, and before we get into that, oh yeah, here. Yeah. Boom. There it is. Let me shrinkinate the screen again. Down to something. Down to something more manageable.
Oh shit! While you do that, sorry, I completely glanced over a fucking donation I got a while back.
Oh, you didn't
I do
read it, did you?
apologise to the person who sent that. Let me get that. Pulling up now. Streamlabs is loading. Eva Green's Bra donated $3 to say everyone knows a game that should play itself. Everyone knows a game that should play itself as Bayonetta. Hot chick with glasses, big tits, wearing lingerie, shooting guns.
Yeah, but is anyone gay?
Bayonetta? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that game.
Trust me, you will. It will get recommended to you at some point. It's a spectacle fighter game. It's
a what?
What? Spectacle fighter.
The hell's that?
The aim of the game is not necessarily to complete a story, as it were. Like, it's not necessarily strong in terms of narrative. It just looks fucking spectacular to play through. The combat is very flashy or fluid or enjoyable in some which way, right?
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know, with the British accent when you said spectacle, I was so your character wears glasses, so what?
I mean,
Well,
she
she
does.
does.
But... didn't even occur to me. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a couple of sort of like fetish references in Bayonetta. I say a couple. There's lots. There's lots. But yeah. Yeah.
And Gareth Lee
that's
doesn't
alright.
care if it's modeled after Berserk. The controls are heavy-handed and high latency. Response?
Oh, it's to Bloodborne. I think she was talking.
Oh, God damn it! Talk about latency,
Yeah, she's-
Blaine.
Yeah, so it's talking further up. Bloodborne was a PS exclusive by the Dark Souls creators, and I wasn't going to snap my controller. The TV was almost the victim. Yeah, fair enough.
Shit.
I refuse to play Bloodborne. Fuck Sony. Keeping a Souls-like game, PlayStation exclusive. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's something I've never gotten about games. The exclusivity thing. There must be a real serious advantage to doing so, unless they actually own the development company. I don't understand why they do that. Why don't you want it on as many platforms as possible? But yeah.
Well, because the mentality is, I mean, especially with like Sony, because of course they own the PlayStation platform, you have to use their console if you want to play the game. It's completely anti-consumer. Not to go all, libtard on you, but there should be laws against that kind of shit.
All right, so boom, there's a story.
Anyway.
And yeah, before here we go. A mock alien message was beamed to Earth by the European Space Agency, and they want you to decode it. It's caught my eye, and I've never read the story, so let's find out what the fuck they're talking about. Is it just?
What's this all about? Yeah, what is this all about?
I'm just wondering if it's like
The fish women far.
they're just the European Space Agency is just doing a kind of, I don't know what you would call it, advertising promotional thing where hey, let's get a bunch of decrypting people handy. And a basic message that we just ran through an encryption protocol, we're going to beam from space, and that somehow lends it a novelty where decryption nerds are going to want to have fun with it? I don't know. If Earth received an extraterrestrial message, how would you interpret it? Hopefully they're telling us that the asteroid's on the way?
Yeah, right?
That's what the European Space Agency wants you to find out. It sent out a mock alien message from an ESA spacecraft orbiting Mars, beaming a small coded message back to our planet. It wasn't aliens doing it. It was the ESA doing it. Trust them.
Sure.
It's the aliens, the message they're sending. Help, my satellite is on fire. That's a joke about smoke signals for anybody in chat that didn't get it. Ask your father, they will almost certainly know that joke.
Picked up by radio receivers on Earth, groups of astronomers and enthusiasts set to work coding it, but everyday people are also being challenged to correct code. The project, called A Sign in Space, was created by the European Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. They said European Search for Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
I might be a little tired.
Wait. It was created by Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence artist Danielle.
Artist.
Okay. Artist.
I didn't see that part. That's great.
I need to lodge a complaint.
It brings together
Why?
researchers, artists, and the public in what's been called a global theater. Throughout history, humanity has searched for meaning in powerful and transformative phenomena, DePaul has said. Receiving a message from an extraterrestrial civilization would be a profoundly transformative, transformational experience for all humankind.
You know, throughout history, that line, that has the same vibes as man has always longed to
destroy the
block
sun.
the sun.
Destroy the sun. I'll do the very next best thing. Block it out.
Okay, question.
Yeah, it has the same fucking vibe.
She used transformative in the previous sentence.
I think that's what
Why switch to trans?
I couldn't understand. Why wouldn't you say transformational is a word? Why would you say transformative is a more common word? Because you want to repeat yourself. Well, that's great writing.
Well, because transforming, that's her theme for this art piece.
And
so she has to repeat it.
She's an artist, Far. I mean,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's her theme for this particular art piece.
No, I'm saying all y'all ain't good at writing.
Well, no, this is actually a thing with art stuff when you have to describe the work. That is literally what you are supposed to do.
Wait,
you have
they
your
bully
theme.
y'all into not using the same adjective twice.
I don't think it's quite that far, but I can guarantee that's probably why she's doing it like that. Because that is what they teach you to when you put your artist statement or whatever the fuck out there about the piece. You have to include the theme word in there.
I remember.
So she's probably trying to throw it
statements.
in there. Yeah, she's probably trying to throw it in there as many times as she possibly can to get the point across. She's just shit at it.
The ExoMars orbiter transmitted the encoded message. Early on May 25th, like a theoretical alien signal, the transmission being broadcast for a sign in space was picked up by several radio astronomy observations around the world because they knew it was coming in the exact frequency to be set to pick it up.
There's so many things wrong with this already. Of like, yeah, this is as if an alien transmission came through, guys. But you know the signal, you know where it's coming from. And theoretically, you could translate it into something that we would understand. Yeah, very alien of you guys. Well done.
And 3 participating teams, they picked it up. Some pinkos in California, a place in West Virginia that's named after a former Klansman, and the mediocre radio astronomicals in Bologna, Italy. Okay.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Yeah. The idea is to get other disciplines involved in the decoding process, according to... Why wouldn't you just want to get cryptologists doing it? I mean...
Yeah. Oh, they're too expensive.
Cryptologists?
This is a cunning ruse to discover cryptologists, like amateur cryptologists that are actually any good to help them defeat the I don't know what's the current cyber war? Russians? Chinese?
Chinese in a big fucking way, yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have the money for an actual recruitment campaign. So they already spent hundreds of millions of dollars putting something around Mars. They might as well take advantage of that.
Yeah.
This is diversity, inclusion, and equity people saying you've got to employ more artists. So Daniela here got a job.
Yeah.
What would I even submit? You can submit any scientific data, thoughts, sketches, drawings, and ideas. Holy shit.
Wait. So are you telling me that I could theoretically, right, submit a sketch of my fucking interpretations of personified moons, and that would classify as being correct as the interpretation for whatever the signal is?
You should totally do it.
Are you telling me this? I don't want to do that, but at the same time, are you telling me that that is the case, that I could do that and there would be no wrong answer?
I see your personified moons and one-up you an interpretive dance.
Oh, we're going interpretive dance, are we?
Just picturing Polly standing there with his arms held up, like curved to form a circle, going I-O.
Speaking of which, we moved a little.
Yeah, he's just doing this.
We moved
this
on
exactly
a little
what I'm
too soon. We
thinking of.
didn't do our song of the night, so let's enjoy. It would look a lot like this.
Yeah, this is it. We just submit turtle dreams.
This is what I think the aliens were saying. Holy shit, guys. It's so expressive. I know. But you can really feel her meaning.
They had to, it really still gets me though. The fact that they obviously practiced this.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Holy.
I forgot about this part for Jesus.
I genuinely think I prefer theremins.
$20 to stop it at any time, chat. Ooh, kicks.
Oh, they started doing that kicks.
Do it again. Hell yeah. Got my pant leg stuck in my sock a little bit here.
Yeah, that's how I feel, buddy. I like how it's still vaguely musical.
Yeah. Well, apparently, Meredith Monk is an actual music person.
Uh-huh.
That's the funny part.
She's
like,
a
she
producer.
actually knows what she's doing. But she made this with money from the fucking government.
Yeah, that's right. This is taxpayer funded,
Government
guys.
tax money. Government public tax money went to this.
It's taxpayer funded. Suddenly this is
Hi.
a lot
Yeah.
less funny.
How you doing? What you staring at? You were
Yeah. Oh, they're out of sync. Oh no.
That's the idea. It shows the discordant feelings that the aliens are trying to send.
Yeah, I went to the hypnotist.
My dog is
$20,
whimpering in
guys.
pain. Love it.
$20, guys.
Holy shit. They have frog feet. I didn't notice that before. They got flippers on.
Oh my god, they do, don't they?
Yeah, look, this guy's got flippers on. Oh, turtle dreams. They're turtle feet.
Oh. Okay, so they actually did put some thought into this particular instance. Got it.
Oh, Mando saying, do the Indian rap for the love of God.
No. $20.
Movie Bob's Blood Sugar, thank you for the $3 and the Weibo legs. Everybody knows that aliens communicate the Star Trek TNG theme via automaton. I've never thought to look up Star Trek music played on the automaton. I mean, everything else has.
Oh God, chat, you had to do it, didn't you?
Speaking of dogs, whimpering in the background.
Yeah, there's a dog right there.
My dog's furious.
They're not whining. They're
yeah,
angry.
because we stopped turtle dreams.
Whew. Okay, moving along. Oh man, Far, you knew we were gonna have to do this one, right? I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Oh God.
Taiwan restaurant
ready for
dishes
some
up giant
horrifying?
isopod noodles at $74 a bowl for adventurous patrons. Yeah, you'd have to be some fucking adventurous. I will eat a lot of seafood, but up until now, I've only had 2 items that are on the no, never again list. Sea cucumber and jellyfish. Now isopods, 3 items. Look at them fucking things, man. It's right out of the Paleolithic era or whatever the fuck.
Well, I'm pretty sure they haven't evolved since then.
Like,
or at least not by much.
ugh. Look at that. Look at that thing. It's too insecty.
You want some giant sea bugs?
No, I don't.
You want...
They're midway between the insects and horseshoe crabs.
Yeah.
I can't.
But hey, for $74, you could eat them.
14-legged giant isopod is the highlight of a new dish at the ramen restaurant in Taipei. And it's...
I will not eat the bugs.
Right? It has people queuing up, both for pictures and for a bite of this unusual bowl of noodles since the ramen boy launched... What did you call your restaurant? The ramen boy?
Ramen boy?
Yeah.
No, you're not pronouncing that right. It's ramen boy.
Noodle Bar or Gay House. Limited edition noodle bowl on May 22nd. Declaring in a social media post that it had finally got this dream ingredient, more than 100 people have joined the waiting list. It's so attractive because of its appearance. It looks very cute. What the fuck is wrong with you, Mr. Who? As he held up...
I mean, I could kind of see the cute thing in a weird sense if you simplify it, but not the real thing. If you're drawing it cutesy, yeah? IRL, no.
They cook it the simplest way, which is steaming, apparently. The restaurant steams the isopod for 10 minutes before adding it to the top of a bowl of ramen with a thick chicken and broth.
Steamed isopods.
The simplest way to cook it is 15 to 25 seconds of concentrated flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way to cook it.
You got one of those things crawling across the floor at you? And you don't have a weapon of some kind, preferably like a distance weapon or an area effect weapon? Hopefully some kind of futuristic plasma gun. It's got 14 legs. It doesn't sound slow to me.
Well, I mean, outside of the water?
That's actually a good question. It says it has 14 legs. They mean like 14...
yeah, like little
paddles.
crawler things?
It moves 14 feet per second.
Yeah, pair to bear. It's an albino hissing cockroach on steroids. Yeah.
Well, is it actually that white because it's been cooked, though?
Actually, that's a good point. Most
is that
lobster
the color
are
it is when
green
it's cooked?
before they're cooked and then turn red. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Man, ABC News in Australia is really clickbaity, isn't it? And we got
oh, they are absolutely fucking clickbaity.
We got this giant isopod thing, this terrifying seafood nightmare, and then right beside it, the underreported painful condition ruining sex for women.
Yeah, and if you click on that, it's probably going to have a completely different title.
Yep.
That's way less interesting than what that title is.
Indian train crash.
Guaranteed.
Indian train crash death toll jumps to 233. Injures 100
When
more.
are we going to see that on plainly difficult?
I hope so. I mean, you hear about a
Coming
train
soon.
you hear about a train that turns over because like infrastructure negligence in America, and it's tragic and it sucks and it shouldn't happen. All those things I absolutely believe. And China manages to do it far worse because their infrastructure is held together by optimistic thinking and masking tape.
Yeah, I was gonna say house.
Yeah, newspaper and hopes and
Monkey
dreams.
metal and communism.
Holy shit. Have you ever had sea cucumber, Sam?
I have not. I've managed to avoid it.
It's like... It's hard to describe. I'm a texture guy. His texture is fucking awful. Imagine a soft, gooey water chestnut that you know at one time was alive.
Oh, no. Literal sea bogies. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a water chestnut. You know, they're sliced like discs, you know, thin, semi-translucent.
I like water chestnut.
Okay, but these and they taste very, very fishy. And then jellyfish, on the other hand, is like extremely stiff, salty oceanic jello.
There is so many things wrong with everything you just said.
You know that smell when you're walking on the beach that fish have washed up and they're in the sun baking and rotting and dying? That disgusting smell? That.
There's so many easily available jokes here, and I'm leaving them all alone because this is a serious topic. Yes, yeah, I know what you mean.
What's the joke? Exploding. Oh, I get it. I was gonna say what, the exploding whales, and I just got the first sentence or first syllable out, and I'm like, oh, I know where he's going with
this. Yeah. Nobody upset me in chat tonight because that joke will be directed at you.
Actually, Cullen's got a point. He said raw squid sucks. I've never had raw squid. I have had raw. I can't English, man. Raw octopus at a sushi joint, and no, I would not do that again. But I have no problem with octopus. It's raw.
You just cook it.
Yeah, it's just fucking cook the thing.
Yeah, I've had raw fish before. It's like an actual thing in Japan as well. Like, so authentic, haha. Yeah, never again. That was too weird.
Wait, so you had sushi? You mean you had like raw fish? Or what? I don't understand.
Like, not sushi, but it was like just sashimi. It was cut.
Okay,
like
gotcha.
the proper way and everything. Yeah, it was just never again. It was too weird.
Really?
It's one of those things, right?
Huh.
Like with octopus and squid, if it's prepared right and the way and cooked right, it's only just past the fucking point of raw anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
BG's got a point. I didn't even think about that when I said it. Water chestnuts were alive at one time. It's yeah, fine. Alive and kind of moving. Sea cucumbers don't really get around a lot, but yeah. Both of them through dim sum. Dim sum serves all the gross stuff, man. I don't believe I ever would have eaten nor knew that you could have served in a restaurant duck tongue.
Oh.
It was a pile.
Duck tongue.
Woohoo! There's a pile of them too. It was a friend. My friend and I came with this idea.
Was a friend.
Yeah.
After this, not so much.
We're gonna go through every item on the dim sum list. We ain't no cowards. We're gonna order every single thing. Start at the beginning and go through to the end. We're gonna try it all.
Oh, why would you do that to yourselves?
Because there was nothing on there like testicles or whatever the fuck. Like nothing that was on the face of it going to be. Yeah, nothing that on the face of it was going to be gross. For all I knew, I was going to love sea cucumber because it doesn't sound bad. I like English cucumbers. And yeah, I was aware they were alive, but I like most seafood, so why not these? And I found out why, not those. I mean, Sam, there's got to be something that, I mean, far squeamish about all sorts of shit. There's got to be something that you're not going to eat based on never having had it before, no? You never had it and you don't want to? Or are you one of those, I will try anything once, I don't care what it is?
I will try almost anything. Boiled intestines.
What?
I had the opportunity
Chitlins?
to try. No. I mean these are simply sheep intestines, and they are boiled in water.
Okay.
And served basically in their own broth. And it's like, yeah, I understand they do quote unquote clean them beforehand, but it's like, no. Fry that shit. Maybe we'll talk. Just boiled as is, and it's stringy and chewy and more. Yeah, no. I'd rather eat the contents of my own nasal passages. Thanks.
Ooh, that's a hell of a way to put that.
Yeah.
Is that it? Boiled sheep intestines?
That's the thing that most immediately comes to mind. I mean, I've done sheep's brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there was another one actually. Something Reaper sent me. It was a cooked ostrich head.
Oh God.
Ostrich head.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean he sent it to you? He mailed you an ostrich head?
Yes. It arrived 2 weeks after the horse. No, I'm just kidding. No, he sent me a video of it being prepared and all that kind of thing, and it was like this guy he barbecued it and they did whole loads of different preparations to it, and sorted out the brain and all that kind of thing. And again, I've tried sheep's brain. It's really not as bad as you would imagine it to be. It's not good. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's not great. But there's something about like an ostrich brain, the size of it, it's like a mouthful. And it's the whole thing. And it's not appealing. It's not appealing.
Yeah, just well, this is the exact opposite of what I wanted. It's the whole ostrich, but the head.
Yeah.
I wanted just the head.
Oh, man, the actual ostrich meat itself? Fuck yeah, I'd eat that. Absolutely.
It's a giant chicken, basically.
The one wing would keep... One Kentucky Fried Ostrich wing would last you a week.
Oh, right?
Nope, nothing.
Huh.
The hell did Reaper even get that idea from? DuckDuckGo's are completely unaware of the concept, apparently.
The same place he gets most of his really awful fucking culinary ideas from.
I'm not gonna lie, though, this is awesome. An ostrich Scotch egg. Fuck yeah. Look at the size of that thing.
So massive.
That's great. I love that.
They needed half a pig just to produce enough pork to make sausage meat to wrap up around that motherfucker.
That's actually, I would be legitimately curious how many sausages they had to cut open. I guess you can buy sausage meat separately. That it took to coat that thing.
I mean, if consider the size of an ostrich egg, it's probably like... It's got to be a good half pound of ground pork.
Oof. Have to be quite a lot.
Yeah, so anyway, no ostrich heads, interestingly. Did you know you can mail just a potato?
You can just mail a potato?
Uh-huh.
Does that count internationally?
I don't know about internationally. I just found out that you could do it just the other day. Not in anything. Write an address on a potato and mail it.
Huh. Okay.
Wait. Can you mail potatoes into prison?
They're going to x-ray it, Sam, so you can't put shit in it.
I wasn't going to put shit in it.
Drugs, shivs,
There's 1,001 uses for a potato.
Stop there. I don't
okay,
want
calm down, Irish.
I don't want... So this is actually from...
Go on, try me.
This is from USPS.com/mailing potatoes.
And the beginning line is, it's spodtacular.
Uh-huh.
Great. Wait. What's the rest of that line? As with coconuts? You can mail coconuts too.
Sounds like a Chinese national marrying an Irishman. Mailing potatoes.
Oh.
This kills me. Simply write the address it's going to, and your return address on the spud. Have it weighed for the appropriate postage, and it can be shipped as is. Let someone know they are special.
Okay, nobody tells L4, but he's got a surprise coming up for his birthday.
Mail potatoes to serial killers. Far. We have a long list of serial killers we need to mail spuds to.
Oh my God.
You know how easy it is to find out where somebody's imprisoned? Find an inmate.com.
That hard.
Yeah. They've got a number either through the BOP or the DOC, the Bureau of Prisons or the Department of Corrections. They have to have an inmate number, and they just locate the inmate number and write down the address and their inmate number and mail it off. We got to start sending spuds to people who we've watched documentaries about.
Yeah, but how much money does that cost?
Well, they're saying wait for the appropriate postage. It's not going to be much. $3, if that.
A small price to pay to send a message.
What's the message?
Tater.
It comes in the form of a riddle.
Almost like it was a European message from Mars.
Indeed. Masterful segue.
Yeah, well, thank you. Getting back to the story at hand.
Transformative.
Speaking of seafood, here's a highly intelligent whale. They're the tastiest.
Fuck.
Intelligent. Experts say spotting. I might be tired. Experts say new spotting of an accused Russian spy whale proves he just wants companionship.
Oh. Really? Really? The fucking whales are collaborating with the Russians now. This has gone too far.
Russian whales in your area.
Well, Sam, he showed up with, like, tech on and a leash. Or not a leash, but like a collar that, Was it?
Yeah, my dogs have got a GoPro strapped to them sometimes. That doesn't mean they're fucking Russian spies.
What did it say again? Property of St. Petersburg. It showed up in northern
Yeah,
Norway.
that might be a Russian spy.
Wearing a tight harness with the words "Property of St. Petersburg" printed on it.
Oh god, it says Snickers on the side of buses sometimes. Doesn't mean they're full of fucking peanuts, does it?
A beluga whale, famously suspected of being a Russian-trained spy, has migrated to the Swedish coast because he is lonely, according to a marine biologist who's full of shit.
Did they train this whale the same way they tried to train that whale to speak English? They just dropped LSD with it?
Oh,
Thought that was enough training?
You know what? I was just about to say, what the fuck are you talking about? Until you said the LSD part, and then it all came. I was like, oh, right! We watched that. Yeah. I did.
It's not the first time that LSD has made everything make sense.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly.
This week was spotted off the coast of Sweden. Now it's moving. It's got all the information it needs from Norway, and now it's transmitted back to its handlers. It has moved on.
Its contact is Greta Thunberg.
Fish stocks are probably lower, so we need to be concerned about his ability to feed. Hey, you don't hire alien espionage artists, all right? Harbor, it's a whale. Anyway. His solitude has likely made him seek out human companionships more than he would have had the Russians not trained him to spy on humans. Halvidmidur belongs to a very social species, and he has very, very likely not met other beluga on his travels. Spies are trained to be lone wolves. Halvidmidur has been swimming up and down the north coast of Norway for the past 3 years. Because
Oh my god.
what?
That's what it is. The Russians have been training whales because of a typo. It's wolves, not whales, guys.
Russian spy wolves. Oh god, is that the next step?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Is there still even wolves in Europe?
There's wolves in Europe.
Yeah, we actually reintroduced a bunch of mating pairs into the south of France. Not long back, farmers in the region are going mental because they're multiplying and killing sheep.
Yeah.
What was the thing we were watching for, like, whenever the fuck, back in the 1200s, 1300s, or whenever? That they went on they thought there was a werewolf or a European...
Like the monster wolf thing that was just
right,
killing all those French locals or whatever the fuck.
yeah, and over multiple years, royals would get involved and noblemen would get involved and get together a posse of 1,000 guys to go march across the countryside to find the wolves. And still there's dead French villagers turning up wherever the fuck the entire army of 1,000 people weren't. How the wolves managed to stay multiple steps ahead of these people, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It makes you almost think that they weren't intent upon getting the wolves and they were just going out camping.
It's just a nice,
Or,
fun
you know,
little camping trip, guys.
The werewolves are actually, in fact, fucking real and are, smarter than your average wolf.
Have you watched Sisu yet? No? Sisu. Yeah, anyway.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I feel like I should.
Oh, just we'll sit of what?
Yeah. I
This
just
is a
clocked
very
that out.
Orwellian story.
His harness led to that theory. He was trained in a Russian military program But the harness could have been used to hold a camera and film. Oh, that his harness could have been used to hold a camera and film strategic targets. Beluga whales can dive incredible depths. And that's what sparked that he was a spy. But Dr. Strand is a chump and says he doesn't believe it.
He was on an ICBM. An intercontinental baleen mission.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake. Bali tourists received the do's and don'ts card on arrival as part of a crackdown on unruly behavior.
You know, I am shocked that it took this long. Honestly. Honestly.
I can get real brief with this because I actually did read through this article. She was placed in a mental health facility by local authorities, but nudity at holy sites has been a recurring theme, with 2 Russian bloggers deported in recent months. One for posing nude on a sacred tree, and the other for dropping his pants at a volcano regarded as holy by the Hindus.
Yep. Again, I am shocked that it took this long for them to start handing out do's and don'ts cards. Honestly.
This from a country that has a sizable portion of its population that shits in the street.
So many questions. Why are you trying to pose naked at all? Because you're drunk Russians?
Fuck if I know.
Have you been to India? It's fucking hot there.
Look, this isn't India. This is Indonesia. So it's even hotter. It's fucking Bali.
Yes.
It's... I just don't know why you would even risk getting arrested. Indonesia is one of the last places I would want to get arrested in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
it's quite up there.
You don't want to get busted with drugs, super conservative laws, etc., 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 right? And it's like now for the first time, climbing holy trees or posing naked at cultural or religious sites is clearly spelled out as prohibited under guidelines that apply across the whole island. It wasn't against the law until now? I thought the fuck it would have been.
No, it probably was. It probably was. It's just no one asked questions because it's fucking Bali.
Fair enough.
I guess they just imagined that people didn't need to be told.
I thought you told me that it was
just.
I thought by Australian law it was required to wear a helmet on a bicycle or motorbike.
Yeah, but Bali isn't Australia. It's Indonesia.
So this Australian woman who yelled at several policemen who stopped her for riding a scooter without a helmet, she got to Bali and was like, "Fuck yeah, free finally," and then found out she wasn't.
Honestly, that is usually how it goes down. Which, again, is why I'm so shocked it took them this fucking long to do this. Because, yeah, people go to Bali all the fucking time to just be like, oh, yeah, we don't have to be, doing all those weird, like, shitty rule things. Just, fuck yeah, Bali. Lawless, am I right? When, in reality, no.
The fucking bicycle helmet.
No.
You remember me. That's a musical gag. Oh dear.
Like, you don't even have to be arrested in Bali for doing anything necessarily wrong either. You know?
I'll be right back. Just 1 minute.
Alright. But that's how quick the cops are there to just go like, oh, we're doing something, guys. Look, we're in action. Look at us. We're just taking them down to the station, and then they await their bribe.
I guess the question kind of is sort of asks itself, right? Do they have nothing? Is it that they have nothing better to do, and they're now just enforcing like especially petty laws? Or
I think it's just finally gotten to the point where they can't ignore it anymore. Because for Bali, it really is just. All they really have is tourism. Look at the place when COVID hit, for example. Like, just everything shut down because no one could go there. They lost a shit ton of money because of that. So, of course, when it becomes available, yeah, they're opening the doors right back up. Come back, guys. Holiday to Bali, am I right? And a lot of the people that go there are Australians. You are probably more likely to walk down the street in Bali and see more Australians than Balinese people. just because of that fact. But as a result, yeah, people just go there to fuck around.
Yeah, I imagine you get a bunch of. I mean, let's be fair. A bunch of sort of Aussie men, in sort of like 18 to 35, in a holiday location.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, and that's usually what happens in Bali. Yeah. That is absolutely what usually happens in fucking Bali. You get everyone of every kind of demographic going there. You get family groups. You get what you just described, the 18 to 35-year-old men. Just couples, old couples, young couples, whatever the fuck. Like, just everyone. Everyone goes to fucking Bali. And I genuinely do not understand it, because every time I have heard of someone going, oh yeah, I went to Bali recently, yeah, this is what happened there, it never sounds like a good time.
I don't know. Bali's just never really made it onto my list of interesting places to go. I'm sure there is plenty of fascinating stuff there.
Oh, there's probably is. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather visit somewhere where I'm not having to be told, oh yeah, don't drink the tap water, just buy the bottled water only, and don't eat just about any of the food. It will probably make you very, very sick.
Fuck. Okay.
See, I mean...
It's like the Mexico of Oceania, that sort of thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
just
heard
drink the
just
Coca-Cola
about
in Mexico. It's better. Don't touch the fucking water.
I've heard just everyone I've ever heard, IRL, right, telling me, oh yeah, I went to Bali, this, that, and the other. They always have something to say about the food, and it's never good. Never fucking good. I never want to go to Bali. I'm okay with never setting foot on the Balinese islands. I'm fine with that.
I feel the same way about Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah,
screw Bali. Let's go to Tahiti instead.
But I'd go to Ciudad del Este in a hot second.
I don't drink the alcohol. It's all methanol. Yeah, I've heard that one too.
Oh, Jesus. Really? It's
fucking Bali, man.
Places that are willing to operate on that level, like, there's money to be made drilling holes in the bottom of legit liquor bottles, draining out the actual liquor, and then putting ethanol the fuck back in. That's real low down nickel and diamond. And when you're in a place where that's worth, when you're in a place that's worth it, oh shit, leave.
Yeah, man.
I don't care how the fuck far your dollar goes. You know, I know people that have gone to Bali and they're like, oh, your money goes so far.
Yeah, because it's Indonesia.
Right. Go to but I'm saying go to a place that your money doesn't go quite as far, but it's not worth people nickel and diming you to be blind from ethanol, you know?
Yeah, I just genuinely never understood it. Never understand. Still don't understand.
I don't really understand how people manage to, like, accidentally drink methanol, though. Because, I mean, you open the bottle, you're gonna smell the difference.
Yeah, but what if they're so shit-faced drunk already by the time they get to the ethanol one?
Hey, that's a good scenario, actually. Yeah.
Why would you get shit-faced drunk? Well, no,
but it's Bali!
Right?
I need to explain.
That's what you're there for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what a good chunk of people are there for. Either that or piracy.
They're in
Bali. I suppose you mean the software kind.
I mean the music and video and TV show kind.
I thought, Sam, so did I. I thought she meant dudes in a dinghy with AKs holding up, cruise ships.
No. Like, you could, you can just get copies of movies where, like, they've literally sat down in a movie theater and just recorded it with some shitty camera.
Holy shit, it is like fucking Ciudad del Este in Kuala Lumpur.
I was gonna say, do they not realize the internet exists now?
Well, maybe that's not how they do it now, but that's how they used to do it back in the day. And you want to know how I know that? Because my aunt brought back Shrek 2 from Bali. We have a copy of that somewhere still, I think. There's at least one instance in our copy of Shrek 2 where you see someone getting up and walking out of the fucking theater. And it's right in there.
I haven't seen cam rips that bad since like 2002.
Yeah, this was well after 2002. I grew up with that copy of that film too. I've always just found that really fucking hilarious because it just shows, wow, that's how they're doing this. They're just sitting in a theater and recording it. Holy fuck.
Of all the perfectly legitimate sources of stuff that I've grabbed from online, only once have I ever gotten a theater cam film. And I remember it was Fight Club. It wasn't even that long ago. It must have been.
Polly, we don't talk about that.
What?
Yeah.
I paid for it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why anybody would want to watch a movie that way, but I guess if you're there, like, maybe the ball and you just don't give a fuck. Whole bunch of heads in the way, people getting up and walking in front of it.
Well, that's the weird and bizarre part of this particular copy of Shrek 2. You don't see the heads. You don't even realize that this is what's happening when you're watching this particular copy. It looks like a perfectly legitimate, right? It looks a little shady, but otherwise it's like, well, it's a Barley DVD.
Right.
What can you do?
What
right?
gave it away?
You don't see the guy standing up.
Oh shit, okay.
You don't see the hit. You don't see the heads or anyone else like in front of the screen or anything, right? It's perfect way of recording it. The only thing that ruins the illusion that this is just a rip from a DVD is the guy standing up and leaving the theater. That is the only time you see anyone in this particular copy.
Okay, so one of my friends, we had to like push him into going to this IMAX 3D movie we wanted to see, or to see it in IMAX 3D. Okay, and he's real fucking salty about having to lay down that much money for a movie. Frankie's being kind of bitchy about the whole thing. He's like, no man, you'll enjoy it because the screen's a hell of a lot bigger and 3D. And I personally like it. Yeah, it's a gimmick. I don't give a fuck. Have fun, whatever the hell. As long as you're not buying a $9 soda and a $25 box of popcorn, what's the big deal? Because I mean, aren't you sneaking in liquor anyway? I am. So anyway. We're sitting at the halfway area because in the IMAX theaters, there's all sorts of like walkways. It's not solid seats all the way down, Coliseum seating style. And we're sitting down, and for a guy as salty as he fucking was, a woman stands up that was like off to the right of us, and she walks right in front of him. And he says loud with his outside voice, "Holy shit, it's like there's some ignorant bitch right in front of me."
Oh.
And she turns to him and fuck you, and it turned into this whole argument. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh my god!
I think that's why she got so mad, because we all broke out laughing. It's like he's got the whole peanut gallery there laughing at her.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well, especially the three of us, because we didn't drive, so the three of us were drunk. Then there was our designated driver and salty man. So it was.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm in favor of that kind of thing. I think they should still have projector attendance just to pause the movie for that kind of shit, right? Did someone does something real fucking ignorant, and they do it to a comedian? And I don't mean a professional comedian. I just mean a funny guy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Public shaming should be brought back. I like his choice of words. Holy shit, it's like there's some ignorant bitch in front of me. That's good.
Oh, fuck.
Give that man some free popcorn. Come on.
You know what bugs me is I traveled not, across the globe or anything to see Hateful Eight in 70mm. Because I'm a cinema guy. I like going to theaters. You know what I mean? And Hateful Eight's first movie in a long, long time that was shown in 70mm. And you have to have special screens, special cameras, especially special cameras because it's a particular film to show it in that wide of a wide presentation. So it was only at so many theaters as a special roadshow kind of deal, right? And
yeah.
I'm not a big Quentin Tarantino fan, but fucking I'll watch it. And I wanted to see a 70mm film. And it had to be that one. That was the big disappointment right there. I didn't really like the movie that much, although it was super cool to finally see a 70mm. All the people back in like the fucking 50s and 60s got to see it. Why not me? And why did it have to be that movie? How disappointing it was to shell out the extra money. I'm thinking about wasting money at a theater. That's it right there.
fucking goof.
No, have you ever watched that movie, Hateful Eight?
No, I have not.
Give me that film, and I will be able to, with my paltry half-ass amateur editing skills, cut at least 25 minutes out of that movie, and I swear to you, if you haven't seen it already, you would never know. There's so many scenes that just go on and on and on for no reason.
It's one of those.
It's kind
I
of
see.
like the opposite of like fucking Reservoir Dogs, really. I do think you need to see all of that in order to sort of be able to make sense of it all.
Yeah, that's fair. Jackie Brown's the same way.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like Quentin Tarantino, because there are a bunch of his films I do like, but that one, dude.
The man just irritates me.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything he does? Like all his films?
Everything. It's more him. And yeah, I know, art from artists and all that kind of thing. I don't know. It's. I would prefer. It's not like the man's really taking all that many risks with his productions, frankly.
Right.
So there's not really much to sort of justify the lack of consistency. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly judgmental.
Here's where I see it, Quentin Tarantino, if you want to make movies that have a hell of a lot of violence in them because you are into late 70s exploitation films, which he is and he talks about.
Yeah.
I Spit on Your Grave and so forth. Christmas Sleigh is a huge fan of really, really violent exploitation films from back in the day. And he wants to do modern ones.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but wants to employ a bunch of the styles from them. Fine, do them. He's just been asked by too many journalists, and he has been asked, like, what's with all the violence in your films? And I think he just got sick of fucking answering. There's a bunch of clips on YouTube where he will walk out of interviews and shit. And yeah, if I had been asked by some smart-ass journalist that's looking for a reaction from me or some argumentative thing when I'm on a press junket promoting whatever new film I've got, and Mr. Warp, thank you for the $3 and the Weibo legs. If you want to talk about waste of money, have you ever heard of this thing called Batman v Superman Sons of Martha? Holy fucking dog shit. What pretentious crap. Give me Shoemaker any day. Sons of Martha. I've never heard it called that before. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
It works.
I guess I've got the, I got the opinion that runs contrary to that. I didn't mind it. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I didn't.
Somewhat related, actually, to that point. BG in chat says, at Polydub, but I'm responding to it. Chris Gore is harping big on that lately. He feels films need to earn a 2-hour plus runtime.
They need to earn it.
I
don't disagree with that. If it's long, just because you want to make an epic film,
it needs to earn it.
Yeah, if you want to make an epic film, okay. An epic storyline means a certain thing. There's a hell of a lot that's gone on. If you don't have that much story to tell, why are you running scenes long? Just have a long fucking movie.
Unless you're doing something anthological, which, fair enough in that case. If it runs 3 hours, it runs 3 hours. There's not much you can do about that.
Fuck that fucking movie, Polly. It fucking sucks. Huh.
Well, you didn't say it was the greatest thing ever. It's just you didn't have a problem with it.
No, I just appreciate a detailed, nuanced opinion. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. It's not like I am under the illusion that I'm not going against the grain on that one. I'm not going to try and convince anybody it's a good movie. Right? Here's the thing. I do think it's a lot like, it reminds me of Spider-Man 3. Why is all that stuff in there? Why are there so many story threads running?
But the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Why are there so many supervillains? It's an overstuffed film, and thus nothing ever really sits with you, and you don't really care about anything that's going on because there's so many fucking villains all at once. It just ends up being stupid.
They're running titles on the contract, though. Or running out of titles in the contract for the character, or some bullshit.
You mean they didn't have a
Could
fourth?
do it.
They didn't have a fourth movie, so they put all the characters from the fourth and the third. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm genuinely asking anybody in chat if you guys know.
I mean, it could be something like a you know how they sometimes make those movies so they can keep the license to something?
Oh, yeah.
But they never release the movie?
Yeah, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Filler. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something like that, yeah.
Fantastic Four, the
so they
second
can
one.
keep the license.
Yeah, Batman v Superman, just the entire Doomsday thing, and I realize that's a big chunk of the film, and that's my biggest problem with that fucking movie. Why did it even go there? And then running a close second is jittery ass twerp that played Lex Luthor. I can't remember his name.
Oh, the one I always confuse with about 3 other fucking actors, yeah.
Yeah, the little guy looks like he's like 90 pounds soaking wet wearing boots. That guy. I can't remember his name.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, he ain't no Lex Luthor. He doesn't make me think of a mad genius with a incredibly powerful will. I just
Man of Gotham versus Son of Krypton. Let's see who wins.
Yeah. It makes me think of somebody that watched Heath Ledger doing Joker. And it's like, oh,
yes,
acting jittery and weird is considered a high acting art form. That's what I'm going to do. I think, yeah, but you ended up, okay, no. He was playing a character and really filled that role out extremely well, Heath Ledger, whereas you just, I don't know, you came across like a jittery twerp. It was stupid and annoying.
There's a difference between jittery and neurotic. I mean, Ledger's fucking Joker was neurotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I know you know what I mean. Yeah.
There's not a lot that I would, how can I say it like this? If you don't like Batfleck, well, then we've just got a parting of opinions and there isn't really much to talk about because I can't convince you, or anyone could convince me, right? You know, you have to like watching this actor playing this role. If you just don't straight up like watching Ben Affleck play Bruce Wayne, well, yeah, that movie's going to bug the shit out of you. I really dig Ben Affleck as old, grizzled Bruce Wayne, and I really dig Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. And so, yeah, those scenes were fucking awesome. I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I thought all those things, but there wasn't enough of them, and they ran the whole Doomsday storyline, and the Lex Luthor parts just didn't hit the right note. So, therefore, that's what makes that movie suck. The Martha thing? No, I think it was a good core idea that was played out really dumb. That's all. Anyway, you're saying?
Yeah. No, I don't generally. There are some things that Ben Affleck's been in where I think he's done quite well. There are a lot of things that Ben Affleck's been in that I did not enjoy. I don't especially rate him as an actor, generally speaking. But as Batman? Actually, no. As Bruce Wayne? Yeah, no, he works. He works.
If he doesn't work for you, or you're kind of on the fence, like I don't even remember that kind of thing, watch the scene when he has the back and forth with Jeremy Irons as Alfred, when he's justifying why he's going after Superman, why he feels the need to take him out and destroy him. If there's even a 1% chance that he would turn on us, like that fucking, the dialogue is sweet, and Ben Affleck, it's enough to make you angry because you think, wait a minute, what were you doing for 8 or 9 movies? You can act. What the hell were you doing in them first 9 movies you did?
Yeah, why'd you hide this light under a fucking bushel?
Yeah, did you read the script on the way to the set? I don't know. Yeah, he's absolutely capable. Your mom's named Martha too. Joker. It's okay. We're cool now. Yeah. Again, so great core idea, played out real stupid. He doesn't think of him as a real person. He only conceives of him. Bruce Wayne, only conceives of him, Superman, as this unignorable existential threat. Yeah. He is just a concept of a threat. And to everyone, to the entire planet. If he chooses to dominate us, there's nothing we can do to stop him. So being Bruce Wayne, indomitable will, I can do whatever the fuck, and I don't even need superpowers, and that's what's so cool about him. He's like, yeah, I'll take him out then. That scene is supposed to be him realizing he has a mother, he has a father, and it hits Batman right in the feels exactly where he would feel it. Parents.
I'm not fighting a monster, I'm fighting a man.
Yeah. And if that were played out differently, it might have worked. Why would Superman call his own mother Martha? That's that's the shitty part. But I've had conversations with all kinds of people. They say, no, that very idea is stupid. It's like, okay, then what the fuck else is supposed to snap him out of it? Meaning he's about to stab him with the kryptonite spear. What else would stop him? Make him realize the humanity in the man, that sort of thing. If not that.
I suppose the argument, and I don't remember if I made this before, I suppose the argument for calling her Martha is like, still, for some strange reason, trying to protect his alter ego. His secret identity! Which would be, a complete waste of time against Batman, because he does his homework, right?
Yeah. And it really works. Like, have you ever seen the animated DC movie where Batman comes up with a contingency plan against every other member of the Justice League because he's fucking...
That's what he does.
He's Bruce Wayne. It's what he does. And they all act so shocked and hurt even.
He's literally the only one there with no superpowers whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm going to find out or think through what I know about your weakness and come up with a way to immobilize, incapacitate, and stop you in case you decide to fuck around. Because I'm a billionaire, I'm smart as hell, and I got nothing to do but brood in the bat cave all day. So fuck you. Wonder Woman and Superman and all you superpowered fuckers. I've got willpower.
Well, that's
what makes them cool.
Is that you back, Far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Cassie, hey, it says apparently the director's cut helps it make a lot more sense. I've not seen it though. No, it doesn't. I like the director's cut because I like the film, and it allows stuff that happens at the beginning play out a little bit longer. Not just extended scenes, but return scenes. The only reason that they were cut was to cut down on the time. But the whole reason that it runs that damn long to begin with is, like I was complaining about, is my problem with it, is it's got too much story in it. There's no reason to go off on the whole Doomsday thing. It's like, wait a minute, you want to do Batman v Superman, so and that story's lifted right out of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, but you also want to do Doomsday, the death of Superman, all in one fucking movie in the same film where they meet each other for the first time. And you're introducing Wonder Woman as well. Oh, did you want to do a Hamlet thing and tell an entire play inside of your play as well? Just, why stop now? Turns out Bruce Wayne is producing a Hollywood production, and we're going to show that entire movie within our movie.
This reminds me of a clip or a skit that was on it was a comedy show, loosely speaking, Little Britain, in the UK, and there's one part where they've got Matt Lucas playing this old sort of older. Morbidly obese female author, and she's dictating a script to one of her personal assistants, and she's dictated a given amount of speech, and then she asks, how many pages is that, Mary? And Mary goes, 13, Mom. And then the female author, she pauses for a second, and she goes, and then she snaps back into the dialogue of, Elizabeth, have you ever read the Bible? And then she turns to the PA and says, you'll find the rest up on that shelf there, Mary.
Holy shit.
That's some word association for you.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you want to do a quiz? Let's do a quiz.
Sure.
Can we stall that for just 3 minutes while I grab another cup of coffee?
No,
from the press.
Go ahead.
Well, fine.
No, I was fucking around. Go ahead.
So was I.
And I guess someone found out.
Yeah, I mean, for you, Far, Serpent 21 is quite correct. Hi, Far. Batman and Superman sucks ass with gusto. Now you're all caught up. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
I've heard your thoughts around enough movies where it's like, yeah, don't bother. That movie would drive you up the wall.
Yeah, well, thank you for warning me.
Yeah. I didn't think that there was
I appreciate
a great risk of you watching it anyway, but just in case.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But how about we make this quiz the last thing we do? Because we are, you wanted it to not go on for 5 or 6 hours, right?
Absolutely not. Nope. Unfortunately, I got a list of stupid shit I got to do tomorrow, so yeah. I fucking love Little Britain. Is that Sam's nickname or something, Little Britain?
No, it's a show. That's what he was referring to. The
Oh.
thing that he just quoted.
I didn't hear that. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part. Fuck. That's like the third time that's happened in
Yeah,
the stream.
you are very tired.
I admitted that. I just refused to admit that I should go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Apparently, Eve and Kefke are both fans of this show. Never even heard of it.
I heard of it, it just... I don't know. Never really... I don't know, it's one of those ones where it's like, I see it, I'm like, I'm good, I'm good.
What?
Maybe it'd be funny, I don't know.
It's Australia. You guys get flooded with enough British material. I think you can choose to sort through what... Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have to watch it all. Did Neighbours come to an end yet?
Yes, it did.
It finally did, huh?
It did, yeah. I guess the British public just weren't paying enough for it.
How many years was that? 20?
Oh,
25?
a solid amount.
Oh yeah, far. Eve suggested we watch a movie together, and I was like, yeah, you can watch it with us too if you want.
No.
Why? Which Eve's a great person. What's
It's
the
The
problem?
Departed.
What makes you say that?
She said it in chat.
Ow. Damn it.
You can't trick me.
Well, I assume you're not reading chat. That's why I keep missing things you're saying, because I pay attention to chat because they're important.
Well, you assumed fucking wrong.
Seems like I've come back at just the right time. Hello, everybody.
With that attitude, I won't find out how long Neighbours was running on TV.
27 years.
Was it 27 years?
I have no
Was
idea.
it at? No.
Well, let's start this quiz. By the time FAR's Australian internet comes through, the answer will be done.
And that's an example of being gaslit.
Speaking of which, am I being gaslit on WikiHow? How do you know? Let's find out. Wait. What is The Departed? It is the finest piece of crime cinema in the last 20 years. 25, actually, I'd go with. Well, hold on. No, 20.
Wait. Better than True Detective Season 2?
No, that's neo-noir.
Oh, true. True.
How fucking disappointing is it that Nick Pizzolatto has nothing to do with Season 4?
Oh, God. You told me that. They're fucking... Oh, how to put this politely?
What's the fucking point?
Yeah. You know when you see like a slug or a snail and they're investigating their environment and they send out those feelers, and then they those feelers come into contact with something and they immediately retract, and sometimes they'll like suck themselves up inside the shell in like fear or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That was my interest in Season 4 when you told me that.
And there is no way to know based upon a teaser trailer. There's... Hey, how's the writing in that going to be? I don't know. All I saw was the teaser trailer. It's not like there's even a scene of dialogue or a scene where they've dropped, so you can tell from the dialogue whether it's going to be good or not. I think that they're going to hire a write-alike, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
I'm prepared to give it a chance.
For people that aren't into True Detective at all, the disappointment was probably like people that were watching Game of Thrones, and then, okay, here's this season, and it's not based on any original material from, what's his nuts?
Yeah, George Martin.
There you go. George R.R.R. Martin.
Yeah, it's around that magnitude. But to be honest with you, no, I'd go a little further. I'm prepared to give it a chance, but I've got a sneaking suspicion this is going to be a John Tolkien versus whoever the fuck wrote Rings of Power.
That sort of thing, exactly. I think they're going to hire somebody who's going to write. Oh, so you want weird, gritty characters that are eccentric and depressed. Okay, here we go. So, okay, well, that is how one might describe Nick Pizzolatto's characters, but they have texture and depth and reasons for their actions and whatnot, like, if you know what I mean.
They have three-dimensional personalities. I know that's difficult to conceive of these days.
Some writers actually do, heaven forbid, think out who their characters are, and then the lines that they write and the things that they have them do come out of who they imagine those characters to be, as opposed to starting from a top-down process of weird character said weird thing. It's like, well, who are they? Well, based on what they said, they must be this kind of... You know what I mean? You're doing it in reverse.
Yeah. That is a crime second only to mouthfuls of exposition.
Yeah. And they're doing it to Jodie Foster. Really? You got Jodie fucking Foster on board and you're just going to have some Hollywood fucking hack do it? I was not aware. I was reading the full story. Pizzolatto, the deal was he sold the idea to the network, right? And they own it now. We're talking about, do you want to do a season 4? And he said, well, I've got this other previous commitment and I'm not sure I want to do a season 4 because I don't have a script ready for it yet. And they decided to go ahead without him because they own it. That is their legal right to go ahead and do what they want. And so, yeah, they put the whole thing together and fuck you. So, yeah, but what is the point in True Detective without Pizzolatto, the creator and writer of the whole fucking thing?
Yeah.
So, well, we got the name. Wait, but that's what you do.
It's one of those.
That's what you did with Star Trek. That's what you did with Star Wars. It's got the name on it. Aren't you happy? No.
It's one of those. If it turns out that it's like, I don't know, the members of the band Queen putting together a tribute song after Freddie passed away. All right, it could be good. It could be all right. I'm prepared to give it a chance for an episode or two, but that's as far as I'm willing to go these days.
So I have Neighbours news.
Oh,
you do?
Yeah, so the runtime. So apparently it finished off sometime last year, meaning the total runtime
40.
of Neighbours was 37 years. But fret not. In November of 2022, it was announced that Amazon Freevee and Fremantle had agreed to a deal that would restart the series. And production resumed on 17th of April 2023. So Neighbours is back, bitches!
Well, you know what they say, neighbours should be there for one another.
37, right? So here's to another 37 years of the British paying for Australian television.
Well, I only have one question. Did you update your pie chart up to the end of the series?
No.
Why not?
Because that pie chart is on a laptop I don't use anymore.
Oh.
So I would need to restart the whole thing.
You guys see that pie chart, Sam? Chat, you got to see that pie chart. Bar did a complete history, and so every section of this pie chart is laying out the various ways that characters on Neighbours have died. All their methods
because
of death.
Because of fucking course it is.
Yeah.
Well, I got curious. So, to be fair, I was in high school when I made that. Right? And I got curious because I'm like...
Bar wasn't a grim adolescent. What do you mean?
No, just sitting there like, look, you see characters dying left, right, and center. You see the ads on TV of like, this week on... Oh, not even this week, so it's like daily episodes. Like,
really?
This arc on Neighbours. Oh yeah, fucking daily episodes. That's how much they put out of fucking Neighbours. It's 37 years of daily episodes. Think about that for a second. Until the season ends, sure, but still, think about that for a second.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go through. But you'd see the ads for like the current arc they're on, and every other fucking arc, I swear to God, they'd be killing off someone. Just every other arc. And I know it's a soap opera, but Jesus fucking Christ, it was obscene. So, of course, I get curious of, like, how many people have died, and how many have... Is this a recent trend? And how many of them have died of the same causes? So that's how the pie chart came to be.
Okay, so two things.
Uh-huh.
I have been making fun of Weibo motherfucking Jones on this show for how long about her fucking charts and spreadsheets and etc. etc. etc.
Yeah, but I don't do
When
it as
our
often
own
as her.
dear far.
Yeah, but she does it for her own life. I just do it out of curiosity as to like shit on neighbors.
It's worse. That's
No, I think it's worse if you're doing that for your own life. To the extent Weibo does it. Mine is funny.
Second of all, I've come up with a new descriptor for Far. She's a plasma goth. Bright, interesting on the outside, dark as fuck on the inside, and will kill you if you get too close. Plasma goth. You heard it here first.
I'm just thinking of space shit now, like wearing all the space stuff on the outside, on the inside, I'm pitch black like a black hole.
Starquakes. Breakfast cereal for plasma goths. There you go. There's your fucking tagline.
Fucking hell. Cereal for plasma goths.
The medical examiner for Neighbors could have had their own show. It's just
They truly could have, honestly. It was
the ME in the
not
local
as much as I
town
was
and
thinking.
the 5 bodies that show up every fucking day. Murder capital
They did.
of Australia.
It was called Wire in the Blood.
I mean, interestingly, you want to know some of the results of that pie chart, though, that I learnt?
Go for it.
There were a lot of fucking deaths, but it wasn't as much as, It wasn't as much as I was expecting to find, but still a lot. For a 37-year show. And at the time, it wasn't 37, but this was like a good 10 years back, so 27 years. Still a long time. Right, but definitely not reaching nearly fucking 40. Oh my god. The results were more, I think there was more natural causes in there than actual disasters.
Yeah, heart attacks was a huge slice.
Heart attacks was a huge one, but there was like... The heart attacks I remember specifically, though, because I wasn't sure at the time. Because keep in mind, I'm in high school, so I'm like 16, 17 when making this. And I'm still not really quite sure how I would handle this if I ever did this again. So I went onto the Wikipedia article for it specifically, and I think I found the Neighbors wiki as well at some point. But I was mainly relying off the Wikipedia for Neighbors. So keep that in mind as I say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, apparently on Wikipedia they had a list of dead characters and their causes of death. So of course I used that. Of course I did. Yeah, there was a lot of heart-related issues that were listed on there, but they divided them really weirdly, where I either did, or I was on the verge of looking up, okay, what does this particular heart thing have that's separate from heart attack? And the answer is a lot, when I did look it up, some of them anyway. Not a lot, they might as well just be classed as heart attacks, but I still listed it as something separate. That's what it was listed as. Because I wasn't sure. But yeah, they have a lot of different fancy words for a heart attack.
There was a nice little slice that was, just tiny little sliver. It walks into airplane propeller, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you do it again, Far, can I make one request?
What is it?
So it's a pie chart, right? What I want you to do is I want you to represent one of the numbers that you feed into the pie chart as a segment of pie, except it's a triangle that's cut somewhere into the middle of the pie.
So it's like that one meme of the pie where they've just cut the triangle in the middle.
Exactly. We understand one another perfectly. It's still
It's
a
just heart
fucking pie
attacks.
chart.
It's just heart attacks, that's in the middle. But yeah, like, a significant amount of them were heart attacks. Odd.
They wanted them to look that way.
Yeah.
Disguised as heart attacks. The town of Neighbors was actually a, den of thieves and spies and shit, and they were constantly whacking each other out with drugs and methods that were disguised to look like heart attacks.
Ollie, not everything needs to be noir all the time. It's Neighbors, not noirs.
And speaking of which, what vibe do I give off is the quiz, and obviously we're not going to ask what kind of vibe I give off, which is,
Or me, because apparently I give off plasma goth vibes.
No, we are doing you. If anything.
What?
Well, yeah. Sam's creepy French degenerate. I'm creepy dark drunk weirdo.
Creepy?
What? I said creepy for me too. It's fine.
I still resent that.
Where, you know, Far is an actual, like, authentic girl on the internet, so obviously we're gonna ask her.
I thought we settled this. Plasma goth. Fuck it.
I can't tell whether you like that descriptor or not.
I can't tell either.
Well, we can only do it. We can't collectively answer this. What kind of vibe do I give off? This is I, not we. And I've looked at the questions. They're directed because the questions are directed towards a person. A person.
Why can't we just become a hive mind? We become the person.
That would end poorly for everybody involved, I think.
I truly hope that this quiz is accurate and it demonstrates the kind of frustratingly obstinate person that you are.
Fucking WikiHow.
So it's going to miss out on your stubbornness, is what you're saying.
So it's going to be completely bullshit.
Ah.
That's the hilarity of it. It's WikiHow. What do you expect? Accuracy? No.
What? I love this person. I'm a free spirit hippie. Everyone loves me. Yay. Peace signs.
Yeah, I'm so free-spirited. I'm a WikiHow. Telling you how you should all be vibing.
Well, yeah, well, what is my aesthetic? You know, Plasma Goth.
Plasma Goth has not entered the public consciousness just yet.
Yeah, see, Play don't want his wife to be part of a hive mind. So, no. You will be answering these questions as an individual.
Oh.
Yeah. What color? I love this. What color is my aura?
Plasma colored. Apparently.
I love New Age bullshit.
I do too, honestly. What zodiac sign am I? Quiz? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That should be one question.
Yeah, when's your birthday? That's the question. That's it. How do you have a whole quiz dedicated to that?
I will see there's some signs that aren't included in the regular zodiac.
Oh, fuck off with your
what was
13 or 14
Ophidian and all that kind of bullshit, right?
Fuck off with that shit.
Social anxiety.
Yeah, it's not included because it's not legit in your weird new age shit.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Social anxiety test? Yes. What zodiac?
That's probably your boss.
Yeah. What zodiac sign am I? I can tell you the month. Did you want to, and day? Did you want to tell me your fucking new age garbage that goes along with that? What makeup should I wear? None. What color should I dye my hair? Not that. Bright purple.
I don't know. It looks fine on her. I guess. Probably shouldn't have pink on the background, so she's not
Well, she's not fat.
She's not
the
risking
side of her head shaved and yelling
in.
at a protest, so that's why it looks fine.
Yeah, you know, she should also not be at risk of blending into the background like she currently kind of is.
Good point. Good point. If you're asked, okay, you know what, Sam? Here's what we're gonna do.
What's that?
We're gonna answer this question for Far.
Oh, no, this is gonna go horribly.
You could have played along. So we're gonna do our best to answer for Far, and see how close we can get to her actual quote unquote vibe. If you asked your friends, that's us, Sam.
Okay.
To describe her in one word, what would they say? She's indifferent, flirtatious, loud, or relaxed? Loud. And indifferent. Indifferent.
I'm gonna go. Out of the three of us, Far's the relaxed one.
Yeah, but I generally don't care what's going on. I mean, that's Far like 98% of the time.
No, there's a difference between indifferent and unaware.
Oh, she's not oblivious. She's just she's
I
just
didn't say she's oblivious. I'm saying unaware. Ask Far a question. There's a 50% chance she'll say, "Oh, I don't know."
Absolutely, but that's coming from a profound sense of not giving a fuck. There's just zero investment.
I don't like these things that are being said about me.
Well, it's all right. If Polly's right, you'll stop caring soon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, there's there.
Yes, you're probably right.
Glad he cut the difference. Not gonna lie, in different fits. Okay, there it is. Next.
Could you play?
Is the quiz
You're
broke?
my wife. How could you? Next. What is it?
Yeah, I'm clicking.
Refresh.
All right.
Indifferent.
No, quiz is broke.
It's broken. Oh my god.
Far gives off an indifferent vibe. That's the answer. That's it. It's a. There is no next. It's a one-question quiz.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Is it the Is it being blocked by something?
It's WikiHow. I think it's being blocked by the technical incompetence of the webmasters.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Fair assumption.
Try giving a different answer though. Try giving loud and see if it actually carries.
No.
No?
Is it? Again, is the page being blocked by something?
Is your internet causing the problem? What?
Alphabet spaghetti!
Fuck me.
That was well timed. Late night confessions. Thank you for the $2. Oh god, I recently gaslit a coworker to take blame for insulting someone when it was me that did it. Well, that is certainly a late night confession. Holy fuck. Thank you? I hope your coworker didn't suffer too much?
That's a very far thing.
Oh, fucking goddamn WikiHow. That pisses me off. I'm going to have to run WikiHow in general, not just their quizzes, but their...
Yeah.
It's probably JavaScript being disabled that's done it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to run them through a test. There's other actual DIY instructional things on WikiHow that I want to do for other Noir bars that I've got in favorites. I'm going to have to run tests on to make sure that they work. It's like the last Zillow that we did, where the pictures were broken.
Oh god, that was
sad.
I opened it up in of all things Microsoft Edge, and it worked. It didn't work.
Really?
It didn't work in Firefox. It didn't work in Epic. It didn't work in Pale Moon. But yet, for some reason, it works in Microsoft Edge. Go figure.
I can't say I'm surprised by that, to be honest with you. A lot of property companies and all that, banks as well. They develop their websites pretty much only to work on Edge for some stupid reason. You would think with Edge being Chromium based, it would work on most anything else Chromium based, but no.
Yeah, I mean this.
No, of course not.
Epic, the one I'm using right here, that's a Chromium browser. I don't get it. Oh yeah, and Brave too. It didn't run on, which is also Chromium based. So you got me.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking hell. I blame Polydub for being a bad example for chat. A bad example of like an attitude.
What?
Of an attitude and worldview? Hell yeah. I could disagree with you. Don't follow my example. Eat on plates.
Yeah. And not paper ones.
Right.
That may or may not remind you of how single you are.
Yeah. Sleep more than 3 hours a day. Don't heavily drink. Don't assume people are out to get you. Yeah. Don't be like me. Shit, come on. Damn browser. Hitomi Tanaka's chiropractor. Poor bastard. Thank you for $3. And the Weebo legs. Roses are gray, violets are gray. I'm a dog. Roses are black, violets are black. I'm the Netflix adaptation.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can read Hitomi Tanaka's name just fucking fine.
Well, it's not like the most Japanese of Japanese names, if you know what I mean. The reason I know Hitomi Tanaka is because like 3 years ago, somebody mentioned him in chat, and then chat lit up with conversation about her. I was unintentionally wise enough to turn my screen share off before I searched her name because I didn't have safe search turned on. Yeah, that's how I found out who Hitomi Tanaka was. You want to know somebody who knows porn stars like nobody else? Fucking Drunkle, man. I could tell you surprisingly detailed things about porn stars. When they came out, if they're still working, it just shit.
This is my shocked voice. Sorry, Drunkle, it's there, man.
I remember it was like, I don't know, like 3 months ago or whatever. He said something really detailed. I forget what it was. It's like, she hasn't been in anything since, 2017. And I said, how the hell do you know that? He's like, oh, shut up. Like, you don't watch porn. And what?
Yeah, not on that level.
It was the most responsive, defensive thing I've ever, like, I've never heard that tone come from Drunkle before. It was like, normally he doesn't care, but whatever, But all of a sudden, it sounded like he felt extremely called out. And I was like, dude, if you don't want to sound like a bizarrely knowledgeable fan of pornography, you probably shouldn't lay out your mountain of knowledge about pornography.
Yeah, maybe don't be so knowledgeable about pornography.
I'm just throwing it out there. My interest in the plot of pornographic material ends at the part.
Yeah, I mean, the way you said part, it's like you don't know a lot about pornography. Just don't let people you know a lot about it would seem to be the quickest path to victory.
Right.
Yeah.
Batman could not beat that information out of me, which is not a choice of words given the context, but...
Mm-hmm.
I already know what I'm asking Drunkle next AAA.
Oh, God.
Oh?
I don't know what you're going to ask, but I'm looking forward to finding out. We have been...
Is the porn star with the biggest tits?
I don't know.
That could be a question.
I mean, theoretically, that would be an easy question to answer.
Yeah, I don't think that would be her. Like, aren't there done articles like that from
Hitomi Tanaka?
Yeah, I don't think that would be her. We've done articles from New York Post about women that have done extremely insane things in terms of implants.
Done horrific things.
Yeah. Like, implants that are bigger than beach balls, literally. Why the fuck would you do this?
That and they do the saline things as well to give them weight and all that kind of thing. It's like, for fuck's sakes. Also, I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
That was really
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Did you get Gonzo?
No.
Oh, I got Eva Green.
No. I got drunk.
You sound so sad.
I won Gonzo, damn it! Just once! Just the once.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I would be happy.
Hold on real quick. Oh, boom and boom. Hitomi Tanaka's bra, thank you for the $2. My job weighs heavily upon me, but I am proud and happy to hold up to my task.
I
don't
wish poor mental health on anybody, but it's a shame that Hitomi Tanaka's bra holds it together.
Good God, Sam. Holy fuck. Yeah, that does running for what? Almost 4 hours?
Yeah, and with that, we should really probably think about ending this.
Yeah, absolutely. And that does bring us to the end of Last Call here at Noir Bar, live from the shadiest district in Noir City. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out for our own little brand of 1940 booze-fueled banter. I'd like to thank, of course, Far and Sam for keeping me company at the bar. You guys rock.
Mm-hmm.
And finally...
Thank you.
And finally, I'd like to thank all the various generous people who tip the bartender. That's you guys. That's how we keep the candles burning and the cops paid off, because that's what you got to do to keep an illegal speakeasy going. And Far, you made out...
Thank you so much.
You made out lucky that somehow my browser broke that fucking quiz, so, Sam and I couldn't judge the hell out of you via a quiz. Don't worry, we'll have it fixed for next time.
Oh, great.
Or we'll just judge you freestyle.
Great. I'm always judged. speaking of, if you want to continue judging me, I am, there's the channel. I have so many unforgivable experiences for everyone. Everyone. Whether it be gay car game or me screaming at fishing. Yeah, come judge me.
Nah, can confirm. It's good stuff, guys. Go check it out if you got some free time.
And, yeah, absolutely. This is... What a great fucking chat. I love the people that patronize Noir Bar, because not only do you tip the bartender, but you also tip these guys, and that is fantastic to see. And if you would like to continue to support Far and need some channel art or avatar art or just, art, her commissions are wide open, so hit her up on Twitter.
Yes, they are.
Twitter link below in the description, so check it out if you only want to see Far's art. And she's got all of her personifications of the various moons of the solar system up there, which are frankly kind of awesome. So those alone are worth checking out. More game streams. Oh. There you go.
They're coming. Oh, don't worry.
Gay cars.
Don't worry.
Coming.
Well,
no.
God,
that's
you're the one that said that. You're the one that said that, for starters. No more gay cars. I said I was not going back to that, 'cause again, what is there to go back to? It auto drives. There's nothing to go back to.
Okay, but think about it like this. Polly made that video where it's a screen so dark red you think it was black, but it's not. You could totally do something similar with the self-driving cars.
Oh, pickle driving for 12 hours straight.
Well, my creative masterpiece, 6 hours of a screen so dark red you'd think it's black, the average view time is 3 hours. I know, I was surprised too, but it is.
There you go, Far.
Oh,
I'm just
God.
saying.
It is the crown jewel of my creative endeavors.
Polly, what have I told you about self-effacement?
All right, there it is. And as we say, guys, right about this time, you got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Thank you again. Best bar patrons in the world. See you again next time, and have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks again.